Day weekend? Plan ahead and know all your options. If you drink, don't get behind the wheel. Instead, designate a sober driver or catch a ride service. And if you are the designated sober driver, commit to staying sober. Celebrate responsibly and remember to drive sober or get pulled over. This message brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Coogan Nation. Time to rise and shine and start your day with Duval Sports Media Big Steppers. Dan Hicken.
You know it!
Jeff Proctor.
It's a big deal.
Gosh, it sure is a big deal.
And E to the T.
E.T. is in the booth. Rise and shine. Googans, go time on a Friday morning. It's a GFL Friday. It's a football Friday. College football kicks off tomorrow. Not a great slate, but nonetheless, get a little morsel before tidal wave of big games comes next week, baby. I can't wait. Meanwhile, what we see is what we get. It's go time for your Jacksonville Jaguars. The starters will not play Saturday night. That announced by Liam Cohen yesterday, and we've got the ins and outs and the highlights in the notebook from the joint practices with the Dolphins yesterday. But your 2025 Jaguars are, for the most part, constructed. What we've seen this preseason is what gives us our starting point of expectation. So my question for you this morning, I have an answer when I ask myself this question. After what we've seen in the preseason, E.T., and it doesn't have to be a big swing one way or the other, or the answer may be you land right where you were. Would you say you are more optimistic about the season or less optimistic about the season now that it's go time, now that the preseason has, for all intents and purposes, closed?
Well, if I'm going to be honest, I'm less optimistic because, I always missed the 12-5. And right now, I don't think that we're in 12-5 shape.
Okay. Let me ask you the question this way. Forget the 12-5, say.
Okay.
Just baseline talent, what you thought we were. And I understand that the 12 is, is a value on what you thought we were. Mm-hmm. But just... Actually, don't take it off. It is what it is. That's fair. Listen, I didn't have them at 12E. Every game down the schedule that's a dub for me.
Correct.
I, too, like you, a touch. Not off the cliff, fatal, oh my gosh, the sky is falling. But I, too, am a touch less optimistic. I want to see the offense get going. I want the string of reasons/excuses for Trevor to stop. I want some production. I want some back-to-back good workouts. And again, our eyes have been here in the studio while all these training camp workouts have gone on. We can only count, on the perspective of those that have been there and the practice reports that they write and the news gathering that they do. There's a lot of guys here at 1010XL, a lot of hosts on the air that when they give you their Jaguars perspective, it comes from what they've seen at camp that day. But it just doesn't feel like... Now, look, this also doesn't mean this is going to be a work in progress. And expect them to grow into what works, man. I mean, these guys are all together, coach, game plan, blueprint, franchise model, personnel moves. It's all just kind of sort of starting to come together. So I guess I feel like we're still kind of sort of starting to come together. And you got 2 weeks to fine-tune anything you can. I guess the number one thing here that's concerning, and it showed up again yesterday in the joint practices, the mistakes, man, the penalties and the drop balls and the stuff you can control just has not gotten buttoned up, it doesn't seem like, this preseason so far. And, as far as seeing any more of that, we won't see much more. Again, Liam Cohen among his comments yesterday after the joint session, and we're going to dive into the Jaguars' reaction. Trevor talked, Liam talked, and a number of fellas, and I'm going to let you hear from their perspective because, as I said, it's pretty much now go time. I mean, what you see is what you get. The Carolina Panthers come to town in a couple of weeks. I saw they play. Carolina has not had a great preseason. I'm sure that their fan base also was feeling a little left lacking. That being said, all perspectives change when you get your best players on the field for the full 60 minutes. So again, I'll temper this little less optimism with the reality that we have not seen our football team play a game. We just haven't. So home opener, man, will be here before you know it, won't it? What are we now? Just are we 2.5 weeks away?
Yeah, I think like 2.5.
Dang, not even, man. Two weeks from Sunday. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Sunday's the 24th, so I mean the next Sunday is going to be what, September 1st? And yeah, the next Sunday, September 8th, it's go time, man.
Yeah, you're right.
Got to finalize that roster here. We'll see how that materializes. I would expect they'll have their eye on other rosters for positions of need here. In fact, I did see Liam Cohen address that and admitted that he would think that too. That's not his lane. That's James Gladstone. Tony, of course, involved with the overall. So I guess that's kind of where I stand here as the Jaguars get set to close it up and get ready for, again, a regular season. Man, just like that, 2 weeks away. There was big news in college football yesterday. Big news in the SEC. The conference announced yesterday that starting next season, they will go with a 9-game schedule. It's a historic move. They've been considering it for years. Approved by the presidents and chancellors yesterday. AD's on board. Adding a 9th SEC game underscores our university's commitment to delivering the most competitive football schedule in the nation. That comes from the SEC commissioner. He has a point. Seriously, think about this. I like, is anyone opposed to the 9-game? Like, if you're an SEC school, shout out Catlin, Ole Miss, or Mr. Tennessee, or, I don't mean to leave anyone out. I know we got them all out. But if you're a fan of an SEC school, are you not in favor of a 9th SEC game? I am. I don't need to see, Mississippi State play Jackson State. I don't need to see South Carolina play Furman. I'd much rather South Carolina be playing Oklahoma or Mississippi State being playing Tennessee. Those are better football games. They're more competitive. In addition to playing a 9-game schedule, there's also a mandate within there that you also have to play a game every year against another one of the Power 4 conferences. You have to have a game against the Big 12, Big 10, or ACC. Now, that's easy for a lot of the SEC. Think about it. Georgia plays Georgia Tech every year. South Carolina plays Clemson every year. Florida plays FSU every year. So basically, Gator Nation, it leaves you with this. Dog Nation, it leaves you with this. You got 9 conference game. You got your annual rivalry with your state rival in this case, and that leaves you two other games. Not messing around. Now, the way it will work, each school is going to have 3 annual opponents. Focus, they say, on maintaining traditional rivalries, and then the other 6 games will rotate among the rest of the league opponents. Each team will face every other SEC program at least once every 2 years, and every opponent home and away over 4 years. Listen, this is all with an eye on a bigger, ever-expanding college football playoff and the power grab that's being made right now by the Big Ten and the SEC by scooping up 90% of the football powers. 90%, almost, maybe I overstate just a touch, but really, who outside of the SEC and Big Ten? E.T., you're a casual college football fan. Mm-hmm. Who outside of the SEC and Big Ten schools has a realistic chance of winning a natty?
Nobody.
There's a few, like over time. Clemson, Miami, FSU.
They do.
Capable. I'm sure I can go cherry pick through the Big 12 and find somebody in a special year capable. But for the most part, the team that's going to win the national title through that college football playoff almost every year, not every year, but most years, it's going to come from the Big 10 or the SEC. As for the conference, they had 7 conference games per year from 98 to 91, 6 from 74 to 87. But now, as we just can pare it down, they'll go to 9. All right, let's take our first time out here. We're live inside the divorcemenonly.com studios. Got a lot of Jag talk today as we get set for the 2025 season. It's go time. And we'll hear from the joint practice session yesterday. It just let me use it was disjointed from this standpoint. This was the third one of these that Miami has been through. Kind of needs to be both of you going for the first time, I think. By the way, number of skirmishes yesterday down there, it looked like the tempers were flaring. Had 2 or 3 where the guys were getting at it. So we'll let you hear from the joint sessions down there in South Florida. We'll hear from Captain Kevin Favor when we come back as well. You are listening to The Drill. It's a GFL Friday. That's Green for Life. Look for those bright green trucks and cans all over the First Coast.
How does number 9 feel about number 16?
All right, here we go.
Find out when David Garrard joins Mike and Fat Tony. Mondays from 10 to noon on Jaguars Today. Restored by Resto Pros of Northeast Florida on 1010XL.
Hey, it's Carline here. If you're shopping for a new ride, you've got to check out Atlantic Infinity. Not only do you get a luxury vehicle, you also get the Atlantic Infinity Promise Free with every new car. That's almost $2,500 in added value just for buying smarter, and you don't have to sweat it out on the lot. Shop in their indoor climate-controlled showrooms. It's cool, comfortable, hassle-free. They're on Atlantic near St. John's Bluff, or browse anytime at atlanticinfinity.com.
Cigar smokers, mark your calendars. On August 22nd, 3 to 7, join us at Cigars International Superstore at the Town Center for an epic Oliva event. Meet Ralphie Solar from Oliva. Grab exclusive deals on Oliva boxes and sip drinks at our full bar. Relax in our indoor and outdoor lounges with TVs. Don't miss this smoking good time. This Friday, August 22nd, 3 to 7 p.m., Cigars International Superstore, Jacksonville at the Town Center.
You can't go inside your home team's locker room, so Jags beat reporter Hayes Carline goes there for you.
Work on three, 1, 2, 3. Hayes Carline here. Find my blog at 1010XL.com.
Brought to you by Roland Reach Plumbing, where quality and experience count.
UB40, the Relentless Tour 2025. This Saturday night, St. Augustine Amphitheater, with special guest, The Fix. Get tickets now at AXS.com.
Right now, they're on their way to disrupt your life, make you uncomfortable, and rob you. Don't bother calling the police. They can't help. That's right. Summer heat and humidity are about to attack North Florida again. You know what to do. Call Mike Merritt. Mike Merritt's Heating and Air has a license to chill. When heat and humidity are attacking you, Mike Merritt provides a comfortable chill at a bargain price. Mike has been keeping North Florida comfortable for 30 years. Mike Merritt technicians are never paid commissions, meaning you'll never be pressured to buy something you don't need. And Mike Merritt knows cooling issues can arise anytime. They don't just happen during business hours. So Mike Merritt never charges overtime fees. When you need us, we're here for you. Remember, in the fight against heat and humidity, Mike Merritt has a license to chill. Visit merrittair.com. Florida license number CACO 50384.
Hey folks, Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods, a Jacksonville family business for nearly 70 years. Heck, I've been talking about them for over a decade. The Thompson family secret, Dandy is never frozen. Always fresh baked bread with quality meats and cheeses. No dry, crumbly subs here. Only soft and tasty deliciousness. When I see that logo with the little guy with the cane on the label, it tells me I'm getting a trusted brand and a quality sandwich. So do what I do. Stop in at a Circle K and make yours a dandy today.
Looking for summer fun the whole family can enjoy? Check out Wick, a candle bar. Make your own custom candles and body care products in store at Wick, a candle bar. Locations in San Marco and Jax Beach.
Life is about choices and the decisions you make. I'm David Robbins with Epstein & Robbins. If you're convicted of a DUI, you'll have to face severe consequences. Walking through the doors of the courthouse or appearing at a bond hearing can be extremely intimidating. Without the right lawyer, you're likely to make the wrong decision. Let our team help you make the right decisions in court. Epstein & Robbins, the right choice.
Epstein & Robbins, fighting for your rights since 1975.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, another great guest on the Checkmate Coatings phone line.
Hello.
Your floor's missing piece.
All right, we're back here. It's a GFL Friday. We're going to dial up Captain Kev, see what's happening out there on the waterway. The line in the water. It's a good way to spend some of the weekend. You know, I mentioned you're going to have the new 9-game schedule. SEC is going to implement it. You'll have your 3 annual rivals. They haven't announced exactly who the 3 will be for each school. So that could lead to some fun, speculation among us all. Listen, from a Florida standpoint, obviously Georgia stays. Who would your other 2 be, Gator fan? I think if you just let me handle it, I can get it right. At this stage, hasn't always been this historically, but if you go through the last, 30, 40 years of especially Florida football being relevant since Spurrier got there, the 3 common SEC opponents, the 3 teams Florida should play every year, and it's really not close. Now, things change. If we'd have made the same argument, back in the late 90s, Auburn should have never left as a Florida annual opponent. It's a heck of a rivalry, but I don't think we'll ever be back on a yearly basis. I think the 3 yearly opponents out of the conference for Florida should, and I think will be. You got to look at what other tentacles the 3 I'm going to name have, who their strong rivalries are. But it should be Georgia, Tennessee, and LSU. And by the way, the Tennessee and LSU rivalries, those are new. Florida and Tennessee didn't play a whole bunch until the league split into divisions and they started playing every year.
You say those are the big 3, Florida, Tennessee, LSU?
In the SEC, if you have to keep 3, there's going to be 3 protected games. 3 teams you're going to play every year. Obviously, Georgia and Florida will be one of those. And the other 2 in the side of the conference for Florida should be Tennessee and LSU. Yeah, that's what I think. We got
Kentucky. Yeah, Kentucky was never a huge.
Nah.
Okay.
No, and again, that doesn't mean that Florida will get their wishes. Alabama, LSU's got to play Alabama. Georgia's got to play Auburn. Mm-hmm. Tennessee's got to play Vandy. I mean, there's some that but I do think that we can settle for all 3 of those schools' sakes. I think LSU will fit with Florida, Alabama, and probably Arkansas.
Okay.
But we'll see. That's part of the fun of what's still yet to come when it comes to those announcements. All right, we're going to circle back down to South Florida and get the perspective of the Jags after the joint practices. But first, time to talk a little fishing, bringing my buddy Captain Kevin Favor. There's been a guy, Kev, on the text line. He's been asking me a question the last few weeks, and then I never see it until after I'm done with you. So before we get into what's going on, this question. Ask Captain Kev why I can't keep 5 redfish here, but I can go to Georgia and keep 5. Thank you.
I can't answer that. Yeah. I mean, it's first off, we don't need to keep 5.
Okay.
That's just I don't think Georgia has the pressure that we do. Red fishing in Florida is extremely popular, and boy, it really hit me this week. I was doing a little documentary with Captain Larry Minyard. Some guys are doing a documentary on flood tide fishing, and that's kind of something that it started here, and it literally started with Larry Minyard in Palm Valley and me in St. Augustine. This is 80s, 90s.
Okay.
So then after after that, we did a documentary, and then Larry and I went flood tide fishing on Monday. We had a good tide, and we left out of Palm Valley. And let me tell you, Ross, there were so many people fishing the flood tides. It was unbelievable.
Wow.
I mean, and I don't do it anymore. And the reason I don't do it is because there's so many people that do it. But it was crazy. I mean, we ran from Palm Valley all the way to Guana River, and we hardly found a flat to fish that somebody wasn't on. So again, you take that kind of pressure on fish. I mean, can you imagine if every single one there's 2, 3, 4 guys in each boat, if they could keep 5? I mean, you would wipe them out.
Here,
I didn't agree with 2 fish per person.
Thought it should be 1.
I'm good. I'm good with 1. Yeah.
One slot red feeds a family of 4, or not quite.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, a 25, 26-inch fish. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Obviously an 18, 19 inch.
And if you're fishing a lot, man, the best way to do it is just kind of go fresh. If you're in the mood for fish, you catch a fish intending to go home and eat it that day, right?
Yeah. Yes. And that's what we did. Larry and I kept 1 fish, and I came home and put it on the half shell. Well, not me, my wife, and phenomenal. But we certainly. I mean, even if we could, 5 is just way too many. Yeah. And then, look, you and I have talked about this. The days of filling up a cooler are done, bro. I mean, unless you go catch a bunch of whiting or, something like that. I mean, if you have a good day, if I'm doing an inshore trip and I put, a nice trout, maybe a couple trout, a couple drum, and a redfish in a cooler, that's a hell of a day. You know, I mean, that's, again, the days of coming home with, 15, 20 fish, are damn near, unless you're going bottom fish, mangrove snapper or something like that.
Yeah, offshore's a little different deal. If you can fill that one when you do it, because now that's a fish that you will, cut up in bulk and freeze and give away.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, look, if you catch a 40-pound cobia, same thing.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't want to put whiting in the freezer for 3 weeks. If I keep whiting, I'm eating it that day. Right. Yeah.
I know. Yeah. That's how good it is.
For sure. All right. What's the best bet? First of all, is it a flood tide, Kev? Is it a flood tide?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We had a couple flood tides, and that was due to.
Boy, it rained yesterday afternoon.
Yeah. Thank goodness I was at the house. I had some buddies of mine that had like 4 or 5 boat charter, and they all got caught.
we played Stadium. Hick and ET and I. We got to play Stadium yesterday after the show. We barely beat it, boy, and it pelted me on the way home. We barely beat it, didn't we?
Did.
How strong was that wind blowing into our face on 17? 30 miles an hour, maybe?
We almost didn't get to play 17.
Yeah, man, it was coming fast, but
that's exactly what they said too. They all had to go home in it, and it was. They said it was very ugly.
Yeah, it was.
But obviously, we had that hurricane go by. And so no, there hasn't been any offshore fishing whatsoever. So everybody's inshore fishing. But what's going to happen, and what happened yesterday, is the mullet should really start moving around. So you're going to see at the inlets, all the inlets. You're going to see tarpon. You're going to see jacks. You're going to see sharks. And you're probably going to see a ton of redfish around the inlets, around those mullet and stuff. So, that's you're going to be able to get off the beach this weekend. I mean, it's going to be southwest at 5. I don't know what there is to catch. I mean, that water's got to be filthy. We have no idea if there's still bait on the beach. So totally stay, around the inlets this weekend. And I think it's going to be really good. It should be fun.
All right. Awesome. Outdoor show tomorrow?
Yep, we're all there tomorrow. It's gonna be fun.
All right.
It's gonna looking forward to it.
And a fun time of year too with the outdoor show, because you're going to transition to the fall and the hunting and all that good stuff as well. So I know you boys are ready to go.
We talked about that. I mean, September may be the best month of fishing that we have.
You and I always talk about that. September, October, March, April. But you think about it more in the spring because you've been waiting to go. And you forget how
no
good.
No question. You're tired of the winter. Yep.
And by the way, that applies to the freshwater. If you're bass fishing, same deal. It's a great month.
Same exact deal.
Yeah, same great. All right. Well, have a great show tomorrow. Good to catch up.
All right, buddy. Have a good weekend.
All right, my man. There he goes. That's Captain Kevin Favor, best in the business. And we're happy that he joins us each and every Friday morning. Get us, squared up before you head out to the waters. And by the way, you can maybe listen to the outdoor show as you head out tomorrow morning. All right, the Jags headed out. They went down south. A mixed bag. I was reading John Shipley's practice report from yesterday, and it sounds like it was up and down, and the offense overall didn't look good. You'll hear that from Trevor here momentarily. But first things first, head coach Liam Cohen, you're first as a head coach on one of these joint practice sessions. What'd you see?
They've had multiple joints already. We had none. So to be able to come out and compete against somebody else in general is great. So I do think that it was good quality work for us. Could we have been able to go more just because we're not sure what we're going to do with this next game? Yeah, probably. But it's good to come out of it healthy as well.
All right. So there's that perspective. As I said, the offense, and I think we talked earlier, E, and I'll reset the question if you're just joining us. It doesn't have to be a big swing one way or the other, or maybe you're right where you started. But do you feel you're more optimistic about the season now that we're through the preseason, or less optimistic?
It's definitely less. It's not like extreme, but yeah, it's less.
Yeah. Here's Trevor on that offensive effort yesterday.
A little sloppy. I think speaking individually, there was a couple throws I missed, and then just a couple miscommunications. And it's good to go against a different defense. We've been going against our defense all camp. So just to see different looks, different disguises, to have to really play each play as its own and go back to some of our base rules is good for us as an offense, and kind of just measuring stick, like, hey, this is where we're at. This is kind of what we showed today. Let's learn from it and get better. So I think that's just an honest assessment of today. There's some stuff to clean up, but I thought guys competed hard, flew around. Just got to clean up some of the details.
Well, the lights go on for real here in just a little over 2 weeks, and details be damned. You better be ready to go. And I say that, look, you're like, settle down. What do you mean what you see is what you get? Well, what you see is what you get. Here's Liam Cohen on the playing time plans for Saturday night.
We are not going to play our starters. We got them the 2 weeks of work in the first two games. In an ideal world, looking back, if you had the joints earlier on, you wouldn't play them, maybe a series in the third, and that's what we did in Tampa last year, and I liked it. But, it'll be a lot of young guys getting some quality work, and there's a lot of guys that we got that are going to play that are fighting for a roster spot or fighting for a roster spot potentially on somebody else's team. And so this is valuable tape. Great challenge that some of them are going to obviously go up against. We're all going to go up against, and but it's a good opportunity for those guys as well.
Yeah, there you go. You can tell you can hear some of the learning on the fly in that answer, right? Yeah, this is too late to have this joint practice. We should have done that probably last week somewhere.
And don't that make sense, though? Like, having those joint practices sooner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He explained it. And because this is the third one for Miami. It sounds like he didn't get the amount of work he wanted. I'm reading between the lines. He didn't throw him under the bus down there. But it sounds like, man, we didn't. I was expecting more than this. It's what it feels like. But, again, we won't get too far into the feelings. All right, let's take a quick timeout. You are listening live to this morning's drill. It's brought to you by GFL. That's Green for Life. We're inside the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios, the Florida Gators and Jacksonville Jaguars. Living under the same radio roof. 1010XL. Flagship station of the Gators and Jaguars.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com, then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam.
With Lee and Kate's Glass, you're gonna see a big difference. For 100 years, service you can trust. Lee and Kate's Glass, depend on us. Glass solutions to meet your needs. Reliable quality guaranteed. Complete customer satisfaction. With Lee and Kate's Glass,
When you step into a courtroom, you're stepping into a fight. Someone wins, someone loses. I'm attorney Brett Hastings, and at Hastings Injury Law, we've got the experience you want in your corner if you or a loved one suffer a personal injury or a wrongful death. We're here to fight for you. So if you get hit, hit back with Hastings Injury Law, offices Jacksonville. Find us on the web at 904hitback.com or call our 24-hour helpline, 904-HITBACK.
To get this thing unwrapped here. Duval!
Praz, what in the world are you doing working on your Duval?
That's right, Dan. I really identify with Duval.
You live in St. Johns County, knucklehead.
I mean the Duval sub, the Daily Stash Duval. Turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheeses. Lettuce and tomato, crispy and fresh, like me. I'm sure there's a Daily Stash sub that sums you up.
The boss.
Because, of course.
Oven roasted beef, Munster cheese, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onions. It's the boss of all subs. Only available for me.
That's just not true.
What do you mean? I walked in the other day, screamed, "You know it!" and said, "A boss for a boss."
Well, no matter who you are, there is a Daily Stash sandwich or sub for you.
21 locations in the area. Go find yours. They may even make you a boss.
I'm sure they will, because it is Daily Stash.
Where more is better.
And you got that right.
Man, jack of all trades, masters of none? It just feels like at every turn nowadays, every company can do all work. Not us. Hi, Stevie Beachurst here, second-generation plumber right here in Jacksonville, Florida. We are your master plumbing company that only focuses on all your plumbing needs. So for your next plumbing job, don't call another Jack. Call Beachurst Plumbing, where plumbing is what we do, and plumbing is what we're great at. Beachurst Plumbing, here to help.
Aren't you just happy when you can handle all your needs in one location? Well, introducing Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Whether it's home, life, business, or auto, Mandy covers it all. In fact, bundling policy is a great way to add extra savings. Mandy and her crew can do that. Allstate is offering lower auto insurance rates this year. Mandy can do that. You need to give Mandy Bowers a call in her Mandarin office, because when it comes to getting it all done under one roof, Mandy can do that.
The best game day parking in all of Duval is at Tailgaters Parking. Are you ready for some football? Tailgaters is just steps away on the east side of the stadium. Visit tailgatorsparking.com and secure your season parking pass today.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Took his horse somewhere, and he left it. Lil Nas X has been hospitalized in South Florida, allegedly assaulted a police officer. Being treated for a possible overdose. You could come to that conclusion when LAPD responded to reports of a naked man walking along Ventura Boulevard.
Butt naked?
Yeah, about 6 a.m. on Thursday. The LAPD did not confirm that the Old Town Roads rapper's identity, but the video shows Lil Nas X right there, wearing nothing but his underwear and cowboy boots.
Come on, Lil Nas.
Yeehaw.
Can't be out here just with your drawers on.
No, man. We got to do better on a Thursday morning at 6 a.m.
Yes.
Huh? If you feel like you need to go draws and cowboy boots, that's going to be like 2 a.m. at home, man.
Right.
Yeah. We can't do 6 a.m. Ventura Boy. Hey, Lil Nas, sorry, bro. Not the time or place, man. Fortunately for him, there's internet and social media and all that good stuff. So don't imagine that those shots won't live forever. All right. And to swing back into a little bit more Jag talk here in just a second. I had a couple other things from the sports world I wanted to mention. I see Billy Donovan is going to be honored at during the Florida football opener. Is it just me? Does it feel like Billy Donovan has been honored like 6-7 times now?
Yeah, it do feel like he's supposed to be honored.
Right? I mean, I know they've done the court for him. He's certainly honored for that. I feel like Billy Donovan has been to a Gator football game and been honored there, but he's going into the Naismith Memorial Hall of Fame. In case you missed that, Billy Donovan is headed to the Basketball Hall of Fame. And so he's going to be recognized for that accomplishment in an in-game ceremony at the home opener against LIU. That's Long Island University. You know Billy's record in Gainesville: 2 natties, 4 Final Fours, 6 SEC regular titles, 4 SEC tourney titles, 467 wins. The Hall of Fame class will be enshrined just a few days after the opener, September 5th and 6th. Donovan was originally announced as a member of the 2025 class on April 5th when he was honored with the entire class at halftime of the Gators' Final Four win in San Antonio. So that's probably something that we remember more recently. Gators opener next week, kickoff set for 7. And, buddy, I think the opening edition of Swamp Sessions may bring more pop than that opener against LIU. It should be easy peasy for the Gators in the Swamp against an overmatched squad from New York. But Swamp Sessions will debut. It'll actually probably be nice and tame. And so here's how Swamp Sessions will go, E. If they lose, they're the worst team ever. It's probably time to fire everyone ever involved. And when they win, the Gators are going to win the Natty. So we'll fall somewhere between those two radical, polarized opinions. This is dangerous now. When we offer up our instant reaction to Gator football, all 12 games this season, it's the Swamp Sessions podcast. It'll hit live right after the games, probably about 15 minutes after they go final. So listen, if you go to the games, dial it up and listen to real reaction from Gator Nation for this year's Florida football season. But yeah, there's Billy Donovan going to be honored at half of that Florida opener. Elsewhere, we're going to get to a football fix coming up. There were a couple of games last night, and man, bad news for the Steelers. Their first-round draft pick had to get carted off with a knee injury, and we'll have more news from around the NFL with the football fix. Meanwhile, been telling you the Jags, it's go time. You know, Liam Cohen not going to play his starters. What you see is what you get. Gang, do you feel, if you had to say you were either more optimistic or less optimistic about the season based on what we saw accomplished this preseason, where would you fall? The defense, we said the offense was sloppy. The defense on the other side played pretty well. In fact, we'll get to some details on that from some of these practice notebook reports. First, though, Jordan Lewis, who you feel more optimistic about him, right? He's had a really good camp.
Yeah.
That looks like a good investment. He talked about the opportunity you get in these joint practices.
I want to practice. I want to play against anybody, honestly. Just getting looks, sharpening my craft. That's something I always want to do. Just making sure that, I'm ready for the season. I'm ready to, go out there and compete with the best. So this is a good, benchmark for us to see, against especially our unit, against a fast group of good guys that can get the ball and be explosive. So I feel like we did pretty good.
He says they're getting close to being what they need to be week one. In fairness, it has been, we get another look in a real game, although it won't be with the starters. The defense feels like they're continuing to get better and build confidence after that terrible opening first quarter of the preseason against Pittsburgh. Reports, by the way, multiple reports from South Florida. The best player on the field yesterday, ET, was Josh Hines-Allen.
Okay, that's good.
It was all in the backfield. Trayvon Walker also had apparently a really good day down in South Florida yesterday as they applied pressures to the quarterback, and Lewis talked how much that helps. And also, man, frustrations build up. The testosterone's flying. The regular season is just around the corner. That's why there were not 1, not 2, but 3 scuffles yesterday.
I think Coach Liam likes that, man. He like a little scuffle in there. The excitement, we only get to see them once, so we got to get it in. So I was happy that, guys were protecting each other, going over there and not just letting guys go out there and, fight for themselves. So just being together, that's really what it's about, just making sure whatever we do is as a unit, and I was happy with that for sure.
All right, how about my boy Russell Henley? We'll update you on the golf scoreboard. It is so funny, E. All year long on Friday, I couldn't tell you which two golfers I had. Yeah. And this Friday, sitting right here, I can tell you my two. I can tell you Hickens' two. I can tell you your two. And I can tell you Stu's two.
Yeah.
That's how important this final week. We are bunched tightly together. So let me give you the leaderboard, both as it applies to the Tour Championship and how it applies to that wheel of consequence. We'll do that when we get back. Tee up a football fix, a couple preseason games last night, including our opening day opponent, the Carolina Panthers. So all that and more. It's a GFL Friday on The Drill.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This is Brent Musburger's VSIN Action Update on 1010XL. Brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Brad Keselowski, the 10-1 favorite with a Coke Zero Sugar 400 at Daytona tomorrow, with Joey Logano and Ryan Blaney 11-1 and William Byron 12-1. Austin Hill, the plus 285 favorite with the Wawa 250 at Daytona tomorrow. Joey Wentz on the mound for the Braves, minus 108 against Nolan McClain of the Mets, minus 112, 8.5 over the total. Rays at $32 home favorite against the Cardinals at Steinbrenner Field. Tomorrow, the Jacksonville Jaguars, a 6-point dog at the Miami Dolphins. Starters will play for Miami, according to Mike Daniel. And the Bills are a 2.5-point favorite at the Buccaneers. No starters for Tampa Bay.
I'm Matt Pauley. This has been your action update on 1010XL.
Got a clogged drain that just won't quit? It's time to bring in the pros. Duck Duck Rooter.
I called Duck Duck Rooter for a clogged kitchen drain. They showed up fast and had it cleared in no time. No mess, no stress.
We've seen it all. Grease clogs, hairballs, mystery goo from the deep. Whatever's blocking your pipes, we'll get it flowing again. Call 904-862-6769 now to schedule your drain cleaning service. That's 904-862-6769 or online at duckduckrooter.com. When you're stuck, call the Duck.
Now this is how you end a summer. Under the lights, surrounded by history. The driver's last shot at the playoffs. Your last chance to see regular season action. Friday night, Xfinity lights the fuse. Saturday night, the Cup Series delivers the fireworks. This is Daytona. This is everything. NASCAR weekend at Daytona International Speedway, August 22nd and 23rd. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
What's happening, folks? It's your main man, ET, here for Twin Peaks, which happens to be the best in the game. Here, your favorite draft support at a frosty 29 degrees. And rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. And it's bigger game days and it's bolder fight nights, too. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that's always coming through in the clutch? Every day, from lunch to late at night. Only at the #1 spot, Twin Peaks. Hit a home run for happy hour and ask your Twin Peaks girl about local specials on draft, cocktail shots, and more. Hackers Fantasy Draft kicked off last night, and I heard it was popping. So make sure you slide to your local lodge and tell them ET sent you.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
Ladies and gentlemen, boaters and landlubbers, friends, four-legged and two, this is Lisa the Botanista with a huge announcement. Freedom Boat Club is opening a brand new 4th location. That's right, Freedom Boat Club St. Augustine Shipyard is now open. Now members can enjoy unlimited access at Julington Creek, Jacksonville Beach, St. Augustine Comanche Cove, and St. Augustine Shipyard. Freedom Boat Club members also enjoy reciprocal access to over 400 locations across the world. There's never been a better time to join. We are offering our biggest discount ever to celebrate our brand new location. We own and maintain an entire fleet of boats. Join the club, and as often as you like, you can do water sports, inshore fishing, offshore fishing, sandbar hopping, dining on the water, or just cruising around town. Visit us at the St. Augustine Shipyard or stop by any of our locations to see what the Boatsierge experience is all about. Visit us at freedomboatclub.com.
Have you ever dreamed of owning a handcrafted cabin tucked into a 1,000-acre regenerative farm? Well, now you can. Frank Frangie here for the farm at Okefenokee, just an hour north of Jacksonville and Folkestone. With only 250 cabins at full build-out, it's a rare chance to live off-grid, but not alone, in a community grounded in nature, food, and purpose. Explore trails, kayak Blackwater creeks, or harvest from your own land. Learn more at okefarm.com. That's okefarm.com.
Fall is here. The air is crisp. Football is on, and the perfect backyard atmosphere starts with a high-quality fireplace from CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living. Hey, it's Joe C. Imagine nights by the fire, cheering on your team, surrounded by friends and family. CSS can transform your outdoor space into the ultimate game day destination. Stylish, warm, and built for memories. With several wood, gas, and electric options, let CSS make your backyard the best seat in the house. Visit CSSFireplaces.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Yacht Rock Fridays, what this feels like. Yeah, so made sure yesterday we got started on our round at the play. Everyone, all they want to know is scores and how'd you do on 17?
Right.
All right, we played 17 holes. We'll go with this. I'll take a bogey on 18, whatever. I shot 79. I was 6 over through 17. Hick would have shot about 100. I don't know. They kept their scores. And E.T. rode around. He hit some, played some holes full, putted some holes, right? That's a little too much bone to chew on, man, when you're first starting to play.
That's like a baby trying to eat a steak, but the baby ain't got no teeth.
And we were fine with him doing whatever he wanted. He could have hacked 100 shots on every hole if he wanted to, but he just kind of bounced around as he saw fit.
Yeah,
right?
It was definitely a pleasure to be out there, and shout out Stu for putting that together, man. Because the boys got it out there and throwing some sticks.
Hopefully, as the brunch with the tour race comes to a close, hopefully we can put Stu back in last place so it all works out symmetrically. And that really was a bet he needed to pay off. And I know no one really wants that more than you do, E.T., because you're the one that is now bounced into last. But we're all separated by just a couple of million, and this is a big payday coming up this weekend. So to rewind, E.T. picked first, and he went Scotty Scheffler, and who was your other one?
Colin Morikawa.
And E.T. has Scheffler in second, and Morikawa tied for third.
Let's go.
The Tour, and they're not much ahead of you, are they?
The Tour?
Yeah.
No, it's like a million.
Yeah, okay. The Tour took Rory McIlroy and Victor Hovland. McIlroy's 4 under. He's tied for 8th. Hovland is 2 under. He's T17.
Let's go, Hovland. Yeah.
And, oh, by the way, this is all a moot point. Scheffler's winning the dadgum thing, so you're going to be safe, but we'll see. All right. I, with the third pick, took Russell Henley. Russell Henley right now. Oh. Go get him.
Solo.
9 under par, solo lead after round 1. I need him to be just like top 3. And Justin Thomas, my other guy, T3 with Morikawa and you. So you and I are in great shape with our guys. I've got 1 in T3. You got 2 in T3. And then Hick has T3 with Fleetwood and T8 with Oberg.
That's looking good.
The only good thing for a tour, like I said, they've already paid it off.
Yeah.
We're the ones that will nervously.
I went into the clubhouse afterwards as my bag tag was getting hooked up.
Yep.
Sat down and I was watching the leaderboard.
I bet you were. They get going a little bit later in the morning for that tour championship because it's such a limited field, 30. Don't forget they didn't have stagger start. They all start, at scratch. So the winner's the tour champion, I suppose. Seems kind of strange what Scotty Scheffler and Rory McIlroy pretty much win half the events, but it could and very well, I wouldn't say likely. The likely outcome is still, I would say Scotty Scheffler winning the golf tournament. All right, let me offer up a Dailies double take here real quick. Brought to you by The Dash. Stop in anytime today, man. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, just pure, always fresh, deliciousness. It's the little things that make your subs and sandwiches and soups and breads terrific. The little things, the freshness. Get a tomato, it's red and it's sliced and it's delicious. So trust me on the Dailies Dash. The whole, how's the menu over there at the Dash, E?
Fire.
Yeah. All right. There is a really, really big, important fan driven, maybe, I don't know, fan provoking decision that is coming really, really soon. It's a big, big decision. The SEC announced they're going to 9 yesterday. And first and foremost, that's the big news. Is it really big news? I mean, so you're going to drop LIU and play Mississippi State. Great. I'm all for it. I don't like the games that don't have any chance. Well, part of that announcement yesterday, the SEC is going to 9, is that you will have 3, annual yearly opponents. So your 3 rival opponents, 3 teams that you will play every single year. And when they made their announcement yesterday, they didn't announce who the opponents were. Now, look, I can tell you, I would think without even with 100% certainty that Georgia's going to be one and Tennessee's going to be one. I mean, those rivalries have just become too thick the last 30 years to let them go. So Tennessee and Georgia, I'd be pretty confident are going to be 2 of the 3. LSU should be the 3rd, but depending on how the conference looks at it, you could get stuck with it like a Kentucky or a Missouri. I don't want that. Personally, we shall see. That's the Daily's Double Take, brought to you by The Dash and pure, unadulterated deliciousness that's waiting on you. It's a gas station food. Trust us, not a radio bit either. We love eating at The Dash. Fire up the band. We got a football fix. Give you some news and notes. Scare for Jackson Dart last night. Man, you gotta learn to slide when you step up to the NFL. It's a hard lesson sometimes. And Dart, who was playing pretty good last night, kind of has that moxie. That's what people are talking about, right? I guess it is the common phrase. Well, I mean, we'll see, man. This is preseason against teams that aren't game planning, but so far so good, I think, for Jackson Dart in New York. And Jameis came in when Dart on his scramble got concussion symptoms, or at least they sent him to the tent. So Jameis came in. He threw a touchdown pass. Russell Wilson will try and steadily guide that ship. I still believe in Brian Dable, so it makes me think the Giants will be better than what the overall perspective is. Of course, I could be totally wrong. Lesson number 13,412, how not to handle negotiations with a star player. That's Jerry Jones, who said the quiet part out loud. Basically admitted he tried to cook up a deal with Micah Parsons, just he and Micah, and then just send it to the agent to be signed, and then took offense when the agent said, what? There's something called negotiation. Jerry standing by. The offer had more guaranteed money than any defensive player in history, and that's an argument. But by completely circumventing how you do it,
right,
it just kind of kept it, in neutral, I guess, so to speak. Shedeur Sanders is going to be back. He'll play Saturday. Says he didn't take anything from that Dylan Gabriel remark. He shouldn't. Dylan Gabriel didn't mean it in any way to I think, be directed towards Shedeur Sanders when he said some people are competitors, other are entertainers. He was speaking of the media in that situation. Panthers, our opening day opponent. They lose in Pittsburgh last night, but the Steelers lose their first-round draft pick. We'll see how long Derek Harmon carted off the field after a knee injury last night. We got more games tonight. You got more, obviously, coming up on Saturday, including the Jaguars. In case you missed it yesterday from Lee and Cohen, the starters will not play. That means what you see is what you get, gang. And where are you after this preseason? A little more optimistic, a little less optimistic, or right where you started it? Those topics and more as we move through a GFL Friday. Hicken, Arrival, and more come your way next. That's a football fix brought to you by Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin and the home course, the Jewington Creek Golf Club.
VoiceMenOnly.com studios. 1010XL brings the swamp to the First Coast.
This is Gators head football coach Billy Napier. Gator football all season long.
On Jacksonville's home of Florida Gators football, 1010XL.
Big number one Duval Ford is trusted by Duval families, Duval businesses, and law enforcement across Florida. We're Jacksonville's largest Ford dealer by new Ford sales with the biggest service facility to keep everything in your driveway and in your fleet on the road. Shop Big number one Duval Ford on Cassett Avenue for our low prices and nationally recognized service-first experience. Big number one Duval Ford, proudly serving North Florida since 1916.
Hey Jacksonville, it's Dr. Kevin Kaplan, team physician for the Jaguars and proud member of Jacksonville's newest orthopedic dream team. At Orthopedic Specialists of Jacksonville, we brought together 10 board-certified fellowship-trained surgeons, each one a specialist in their field, all working together to deliver smarter, faster care with better results. From sports injuries to joint replacements, we've got the right player for every position. Visit osjax.com and meet your team. That's osjax.com.
Hey, Hicken here, and every Friday I'll help you put together your sports weekend so you know where you want to go and what you want to do. Watch for Musings with the Media Mogul on YouTube and Facebook, locked down by Tucker Equipment Rentals in Neptune Beach.
Bueller.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, Jason, got a minute?
Always. What's on your mind?
This time of year, my air conditioner is running non-stop. Hot all day, hot all night. It has to run constantly just to keep up.
Well, that's what they do.
But if something happens to it in the middle of a 2-week heat wave, I'm in trouble, Jason. I can't wait 3 days or 2 days or even the next day for service. If you can't get someone here today, I'm sweating by tonight. What if it breaks, Jason?
You call me, pal. That's what we do. Bueller Air and Plumbing.
But you're probably swamped with calls from everyone else's AC that ran nonstop and then broke in a heat wave, so they called you because that's what you do.
But we always have room for an emergency. At Bueller Air and Plumbing, we have techs standing by because we know these things happen.
So I don't need to worry. Wow. That time you calmed me down without even using the sunglasses.
Oh, I was reaching for them.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Summer's winding down, and we know you want to enjoy what's left of it. But before you celebrate this Labor Day weekend, plan ahead and know all your options. If you drink, don't get behind the wheel. Instead, designate a sober driver or catch a ride service. And if you are the designated sober driver, commit to staying sober. Celebrate responsibly and remember to drive sober or get pulled over. This message brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
Hey, Jacksonville DDH, Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here with the scoop from Dreamfinders Homes, your national builder of the year. We've got first-year interest rates as low as 2.99% and homes in 20-plus communities throughout Northeast Florida. If you're house hunting, make sure your first pick Dreamfinders Homes, the proud official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Florida Gators, and your Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit dfhsalesevent.com today and tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you.
Fumbled your fender? EV took a hit? Guardian Collision is your MVP with certified expert auto body repair for any electric vehicle. Guardian Collision, they guard what moves you. Visit GuardianCollision.com.
At Performance Painting, we've spent decades protecting commercial properties with durable, long-lasting coatings. And we can bring the same expertise when painting the exterior of your home. With industry-leading materials and a proven process, we extend the life of your home, reducing maintenance costs and preserving its value. Now, for a limited time, save $500 when you hire us to paint your home's exterior. Just mention 1010XL. Go to performance-painting.com to schedule a friendly estimate. Performance Painting. Repair, protect, preserve.
Performance Painting.
Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you. For lost or broken keys or nearly any make and model of vehicle, call 722-1111 for Instant Keys locksmith service.
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist, a local sports update brought to you by Brennan Roofing. I'm E.T. Your Jacksonville Jaguars are in some preseason action against the Miami Dolphins with a 1 p.m. kick on Saturday. And as far as the starters, Perliam Cohen,
we are not going to play our starters. In an ideal world, looking back, like if you had the joints earlier on, you wouldn't play them, maybe a series in the third.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
This is how we do.
It's Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the week.
You know it! Sweet Friday!
Need to bring the emotion, boys!
Hey! Ho! Hey! Ho!
Ho, 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 ho.
Take it Friday.
Oh, Lil Nas X wants to make an appearance in the dance video this morning.
Get some clothes on. Come on, Friday. Hey!
Whose car have your boots been under?
Sitting in the back.
Backseatigans.
Yeah.
Shout out to me. One more time.
Let's go then.
Like children.
Let's go, Guggen.
Like children at the skating rink.
Sweet Friday. Good to be here. Football Fridays all the way through. Although that preseason nonsense, week 3, man, obliterate that. Send it to the sun. Goodness gracious.
Blow it up. You know,
come on, man.
the reality of
What are we doing?
The reality of it is this, Dan. What you see is what you get. Your 2025 Jaguars are almost entirely constructed. You know, what we've seen to this point. And so I asked kind of that question as we get going, and then I will defer to Dan time. But just kind of overall, do you feel more optimistic about the season, less optimistic, or about the same?
Well, I got them at 7-10.
Forget the record. Just about the team. You feeling about the team?
Well, what we do is we build.
But the record is a value. So
yeah, we build optimism all off season long. That's a fact.
Right.
I mean, we just every move becomes a great move. Every addition becomes a great addition. The draft is fantastic, and then reality hits, and you realize that everybody else is doing the exact same thing that we're doing. I feel a little bit less optimistic.
So did he, and so do I. So that's
Downer drill show.
No, I think we would all land on a little.
Yeah.
I mean, despite the fact, I will say this, despite the fact that you feel a little
yes.
Would you say now you think they're going to be 6-11, or would you stay on 7-10?
I'll probably stay, but I think that, and I will say this in a positive note, I feel less optimistic about the Colts. I don't feel that optimistic about the Titans, and I don't really feel great about Houston, although I think their defense is going to be really good. But I'm reading things like now they're letting C.J. Stroud make decisions at the line of scrimmage. I can't believe they haven't done that in 2 years, blah, blah, blah. So the division stinks. And so, but if I go back the other way, I'm not into it to be 7-10, man.
I hear you.
I don't want to waste another year.
Yeah.
I don't think we can win the Super Bowl this year, and I hate that. I like going into a year where I like if the chips fall right, pros, baby, we're going to Vegas.
This is where I would say it is too early to.
Yes.
I mean, because and again, this team is this team, and that team's that team, and if they play in another city, it's a different deal. But the NFL, as it is, like no one would have had the Washington Commanders getting out of their own way a year ago.
That's also true.
A first-year coach, granted a lot more experience than ours, a first-year quarterback, and they were able to put it together and by the end of the year be playing good enough football to be close to the Super Bowl. And I've not given up enough optimism that I don't think this team can grow into a much better, more powerful-looking team.
Do you think,
we're not there yet, though. We're not finished.
Yeah. Do you think there's any way this franchise this year, if everything went the right way, could go to the Super Bowl?
If everything went the right way?
Everything.
Now, in fairness, we could think differently. I could say that about 20 teams.
Yeah, sure. Usually, that's the beauty of the NFL.
Yeah.
The beauty of the NFL is even less than more than 20.
Yeah.
Usually there's only like 4 teams,
if
5
everything
teams that
went
you
well,
say, no chance.
We're not in that no chance group. No way.
All right.
I mean, we played the no chance game back in the day a lot. There's only about Feels like there's only 3
That's
or 4
good.
in the no chance club this year.
That's a good thing.
Like the no chance.
No
Some
chance.
people put the Giants in the no chance. I wouldn't put them in the no
The
chance.
Saints have no chance.
The Saints have no chance.
The Browns have
The
no
Browns
chance.
have no chance.
No chance.
No chance.
I hate to say it, but Carolina has no chance.
Yeah. I don't think.
No chance.
No.
No chance.
I don't think the Titans really have a chance.
Titans have no chance.
Yeah.
How many rookie quarterbacks
I
have
know,
gone to the Super Bowl, Jeff?
No.
How many?
I
No
don't think
chance.
I don't think we're in that. I think we fought. We are in. There is a group of wait and see teams from everyone's perspective out there. Either it's local or it's the national. We're in that stew of wait and see teams.
We're in a stew.
Yeah.
I don't like that stew.
Well,
I want out of that stew.
Well, then play your way out.
I'll eat that stew.
Play your way out.
Get out of it.
Yeah. Play your way out.
I don't know. I just don't.
Get some dubs.
And then tomorrow is such a useless game. Gosh, it's just ridiculous. What are we doing? Just come back. Don't play it.
Live and learn.
I got guys. I caught our good friend Jeff Lageman yesterday. And, the whole idea of that game is to hand off the ball. Just get out of the game. It's just not. It's almost, it blurs the line and it takes me into the live, wrestling, Savannah Bananas world. It really does. It doesn't matter. And I know some people, it matters for they know who they're keeping and not keeping. There might be.
It matters for about 20 guys on each team who are in that gray area could possibly make the team.
I don't think there's 20 guys who they're deciding on. I think
there
there's
may
about
be
20.
20. Well, 20 may think they're deciding.
Okay.
And those guys really aren't getting real playing time like that.
No.
Yeah.
I was looking at a recap last night, and cornerback so-and-so probably made the football team last night with his 5 tackle. Good for him. We'll never hear from him again. I don't know. It is what it is, though, I guess. But change it. Change what it is. Make it better. You're the NFL. You're $1 billion industry. You should never have a weekend where these games are like this. It's an embarrassment, really. It's bad for the league.
Yeah. I've already invested that, deduction. I'm already landed on that opinion, so it doesn't affect me one way or the other. It'll be on in the background. What am I going to watch? Braves Mets?
Ugh.
People want to know, by the way, about the 1010XL Open yesterday, the Drill 1010XL Open at TPC Sawgrass.
Good, man. We had a great time.
We tested our skills against a track that's known to tame the biggest.
Bring a man to
brightest
his
of the game.
knees.
Yeah.
He was knocked down a couple times.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I was impressed with E's
But I tell you what,
awareness as a not real experience to hit some balls and play some holes, and when you don't want, pick up. We didn't put any pressure. He could have done whatever he wanted. He kind of did his own thing. And
number 12.
Let's see.
He hit driver and just nutted it. I mean, middle of the fairway. It was his shot of the day.
To
it's
the
the
point
shot
where
that's going to bring him back.
Yes,
and
sir.
then he was also, now there's water on the left. It's a short little par 4.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one that either the pros have to decide. They made it slopes, and they made them one year decide if they want to go for the green or not. Anyway,
I had an interesting perspective there because that slope can take it into the water. So I decided, man, I'm not going to hit it on that slope, and I just hit it straight in the water.
Yes.
Just hooked it right over there. My worst shot of the day, hooked it right over the. But I made a 5, so we salvaged it.
E on his second shot, and this is where I was even more proud of him. Hit it right straight down the middle, rolled it on the fairway a little bit, up past the pin to about 18 feet for
20 feet
for a
downhill.
birdie putt.
I tried to get it to hit it easy. I tried.
Downhill.
Yeah.
Picture this big circle, land in this big circle.
tried.
And he just rolled it past that big circle a little bit, missed the comebacker and got a 5. But he had 2 really good shots in a row, something to build off of.
Yeah.
And if you look at again, you have alignment problems.
Yeah.
Because if you look at 17.
That video, I know.
Did you see where you were able to?
I was giving you pointers. You've had guys give you pointers. It might be time, bro. Go find you a guy and let him give you take 6 lessons and work on some different.
I gotta
things.
get consistent with it because I really like it.
Right, like you play with different people, and we're all going to tell you try this, try that. You're going to be a mess here in about a month.
Yeah, just
find
play with
a
your
guy
guys
and get your local PGA pro out there at Fleming or somewhere, and just get some basics down. there's enough there that you'll get you can play golf in the 90s, maybe 80s. You can. It's just not quite there yet. But yeah, it was a great day.
Great day. We didn't get to 18.
Yeah, we played through 17.
We had to, man. If you watch the video of on 17, you can see the lightning popping.
Yep.
So it was coming hard and fast, and the wind was blowing. All of a sudden, it got cold, and we knew it was going to pour rain, and it did. But we had to abort on. We had to finish 17.
He sent me the video of my shot on 17, and I remember how windy it was, but man, looking at the video, you can tell even more. The shirt's blowing around like it's a flag. Yeah, I'd say we played that hole. It was the tees were up. They've got some closed for the junior players or whatnot. I think we were like 105 yards maybe, but it was dead in 30 mile an hour maybe.
Yeah, it was.
It was humming.
Beaters said there was a 54 mile an hour gust somewhere around the area yesterday around that time. So it was.
But I'll give you an indication of the wind. We played. It was 105. Had plenty of room behind the flag. I hit my pitching wedge like if I really get it between 125 and 130, and I hit it full.
Yeah.
And I went maybe 10 yards long on the flag, but in the middle. So
yeah, it was good.
Day.
It was we had a great time. Everybody had their moments.
We've landed on 78 for me, 97 for Hick, and ET is we're going to fill in that scorecard as we play more and more out there through the years.
Yeah. ET will
give you a final total.
Yeah. So it was good. It was good. I was happy. Listen, I had 3 pars. I'll take that any day out there if I get 3 pars. So
yeah.
And the thing is, really with golf, and this is, I said this before. I played more golf at the age of 61 than I ever played in my life.
Mm-hmm.
If you start playing consistently, you just start to get better. You get frustrated a lot at times. It's a hard game, but you'll have you start getting better. I'd say I'm a better golfer today than I was a year ago. So that's a positive. That's the game.
I think I need to bet more with Stewie.
Yes.
So I can play out there.
Now, why don't you become a member? Why don't you shoot for that? Stewie, if you come in last, we're all members. Congratulations. That's exciting.
Charter if they're open.
Yeah, we're going to be members. We want the first tee time, if you don't mind. The first tee time.
We're too old. We're too old and spoiled, and we decide we don't want the membership because we can't do cart path only all year.
Oh, yeah. We walked a lot.
That's a lot of steps.
Dreamfinders Homes poll question of the day brought to you by our friends at Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars, the PGA Tour, the Florida Gators, and maybe soon the Tampa Bay Rays. Listen, Dreamfinders offers amazing interest rates right now on beautiful move-in ready homes. 4.99% fixed in 15 different locations.
15 of them things.
Yeah, that on one hole yesterday.
15 of them things.
E, what'd you get?
15 of them things. That's about how many balls I went through on the first. On the
he
front
did lose
nine.
some balls. You know what? My most proud thing was I didn't lose a ball till the 14th hole.
Oh,
that is huge for me.
He said it on 14. I feel like
it was like 12.
Okay,
but I was
I
knew I was gonna. But I was just so excited. I was like, man, I'm playing the same ball. That never happens. Anyway, and then I VJ singed it. So anyway, just go to dreamfindershomes.com for all your information. And tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you. Pick the 3 SEC annual opponents for the Gators with the new schedule format coming. You get to pick. I've given you 4 choices. And I've kind of mixed in some teams here, and it may be none of these, but these are the 4 choices. Georgia, LSU, Tennessee. Georgia, LSU, Tennessee, that's 1. Georgia,
which is what it is now. By the way, what it's been.
Georgia is on all 4 of the choices because Georgia's a given. It's not. They're not taking Georgia away.
Right.
It's going to be
correct.
All right, Georgia, Auburn, South Carolina. Georgia, Auburn, South Carolina. Georgia, Tennessee, Kentucky. Georgia, Tennessee, Kentucky. Or Georgia, Tennessee, Vandy. Georgia, Tennessee, Vandy. Pick the one that you would prefer.
Okay.
Georgia, LSU, Tennessee.
Which one was Auburn?
Georgia, Auburn, USC. Georgia, Kentucky, Tennessee. Georgia, Tennessee, Vandy. If you take Auburn, you lose Tennessee.
You're right. I'm going to maintain what rivalries that have had big implications for over 30 years now, and I'm going to keep. I think we got an indicator of this when we had another round of keeping a permanent opponent. It was LSU again.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes you think like they value the LSU Florida.
It ain't gonna be LSU.
You don't think
LSU's done? I'm gonna tell you.
They have to. Then I hope it's Auburn. What I'd like is Georgia, Auburn, Tennessee.
I'm gonna tell you what I'd like. Vandy, Kentucky, South Carolina. That's what I would like.
Yeah.
I'd like them to be our 3 permanents.
Three dubs.
You get them anyway. You get them anyway, and you're just gonna play the other ones.
You don't get them. That's what I
get them every
just
other
lived
year.
through it for 2 years.
Yeah.
That's what I'd like.
get 'em
I'm just
every other-
saying that's what I would like. But that's just me.
That's gonna balance out.
The winner by far in this is Georgia, LSU, Tennessee.
Yeah, well,
boys want.
That's
all
where
the
I
tough
would vote to.
games.
Why don't you think LSU? Why don't you think it'll be Georgia? Why don't you think
Because
that's what it'll be?
Because I think it'll be Georgia and Tennessee, and then somebody else.
Why though?
Because LSU will get Alabama and
Arkansas and who? Florida. That's their thickest rival.
I don't think it's going to be.
I wonder what LSU fan thinks. LSU Jerry, what does he think? Who outside of Alabama? Who's their biggest SEC rival? I'd be surprised if he didn't say Florida.
Yeah, but I don't think it'll be Florida.
I think the SEC would behoove them to keep those good rivalries. Keep them.
Keep as many as they can.
Yeah. Keep them stoked. Listen, we already lost one. You screwed us and gave us LSU when we wanted Auburn.
Yeah.
So now that we're all in on LSU, let's don't rip that one up and start another one. At least that's my thought. But again, Gator Nation gonna have different opinions.
Well, we're just warming up. We got a busy Friday. Jags go tomorrow night, sort of, and then it'll be over. Then we'll just count down. We got 2 weeks to count down and get ready for the National Football League season. A lot of talk today about if you're feeling better, you're feeling worse, you're feeling the same about your Jaguars now that you've watched this training camp and everything, and we'll kind of carry that mantra here over the next few days, see how that goes. So should be a busy, cool Friday on The Drill.
Downtime with Dan is serviced by the local family-owned company for home comfort and your statewide mechanical partner for the biggest projects, Lloyd's Heating and Air.
It's something I want to talk about here. This Jerry Jones v. Micah Parsons thing is interesting. I personally, and the agent's become involved. The agent's David Mugoletta, and everybody knows who he is, and he's kind of been around a while, and he's built himself up a great, but I don't know, man. If I was a football player, I wouldn't want my agent being quoted. I wouldn't want my agent in the limelight. I would want to handle it myself. And in fact, so much so, I mean, we're talking about millions of dollars here. I'm not, I am never going to miss a week of playing football in a limited career anyway, where I'm not going to get any money. So my directive to my agent would be work it out. I want to be signed and I want to be ready to play when I get paid.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios, you want to know more about your favorite football team.
That's right.
And John Osher delivers because O knows. Wednesdays from 10 to noon on Jaguars Today. Served by Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, scenic views on 1010XL.
Interest rates, man, they're high everywhere. But at Beards Diamonds, right now they've lowered finance rates all the way down to zero. Zero. Hicken here. That's right. Now at Beards Diamonds, pay zero down, get zero interest financing for 5 years, 60 payments. You thinking about getting engaged? Do it. Go get that ring, man. You can go high on that thing right now. $12,000 designer engagement ring, $200 a month. Makes everything affordable, right? $3,000 pair of diamond earrings, $50 a month. Insane. Make any purchase, spread your payments over 5 years. Zero down, zero interest financing. I'm talking everything and anything. Rings, earrings, bands, bracelets, pendants, colored gemstone jewelry. Let the non-commissioned experts at Beards help you find the perfect piece of jewelry. Take advantage of our best financing offer, but you better hurry. It ends Aug 31. No exceptions. Beards Diamonds. Go say hi to the Lupos when you're there. They're local. They'll take care of you. They've been doing it for 40 years in the St. John's Town Center. Shop local. Shop Beards.
As a contractor, finding reliable subcontractors is key to project success. Prosser here. Guys, that's where Lloyd's Heating and Air shines. Not just your mechanical HVAC experts, but your partner, understanding every facet of construction to keep your project on track. Lloyd's will spot issues early before they cause delays. If you're a contractor with a need for reliability, visit LloydsHeatingandAir.com. Lloyd's Heating and Air, keeping you comfortable in every season.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Share your voice anytime on the 1010XL text line.
Are you serious?
Installed by Lifetime Flooring.
I gotta say, you're totally blowing my mind right now.
If you can't call or email, text us 641-1010.
Frank Frangie here. Big Chief Tire offers affordable quality tires for every type of vehicle. Whether you're looking for all-season tires, high-performance options, or something more budget-friendly, Big Chief has the perfect set to keep you rolling. Their expert technicians ensure your tires are installed quickly and safely so you can drive with confidence. Visit WeKeepJacksRollin.com or call 904-932-0950 to schedule your appointment and check out their unbeatable tire deals today. Big Chief Tire keeps Jacks rolling.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
This is Mike Lynch, PGA Golf Professional. Take it from me. If you're dealing with an orthopedic issue, talk to the doctors at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, where you're treated like a pro.
This is Dr. Kevin Murphy with Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, where athletes are treated like pros. Thanks to all of you who have allowed us to be part of your recovery. Call us at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists if you ever have a need.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Let's get the work done. Training camp is here.
Up, quick feet.
1010XL's training camp coverage is backed by Roland Reach Plumbing and Green Acres Sporting Goods.
Go, here we go. Let's go. It's live now. Let's go.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555, Jacksonville. And now, let's light up the Firehouse Subs 10-minute drill.
All right, we got sports concepts and rationalizations coming at you. It's a 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, we like to hand out a prize pack. He says it's razzle dazzle. What are you dazzling him with this week, young man?
I got a pair of tickets to AEW Dynamite. It's going down Tuesday, October 7th at Daly's Place, and one lucky winner can win a pair of tickets at the end of the 10-minute drill.
Well, I'll just say this and get it out of the way. My ball club is done. I tried to tell you yesterday, they're not making the playoffs. There's something wrong with them. I don't know what it is. I don't know why it is. There's something deeper there that they will find out. There's no chemistry. They don't get along. There's something. There's no way this team should be 6 games over 500 or whatever they are. They don't deserve the playoffs. If they get into the play, we're down to like 33 games, man. And we have played bad baseball for 2 months. And it is just, I mean, if I could Frank the Tank it, I would Frank the Tank it. If you guys don't know who Frank the Tank is, Google him and watch his reaction after a few Met losses. I mean, he takes his glasses, and the language is a little rough, but he is but they are pathetic. We can't get, I mean, and the GM, the Wonder Kid, did a great job last year, and I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, and I was excited about him, but he's a little bit like Anthropopoulos for you, a little shine worn off, man. You blew it this year. You blew it, and you knew it, and you didn't fix it, and it's unacceptable. And I got guys like Hayden Sanger and Louis Torrens and Ronnie Mauricio, guys who aren't producing, sitting on the bench right now. We got nothing coming off the bench. We got to put who we got out there, and but the starting pitching cannot go 5 freaking innings. You give a 3-0 lead. You're Sean Manaea. You're getting paid a ton of money.
Got to
you
win the
haven't
layup.
pitched for ass this whole year. We need 5 innings out. You can't get 5 innings. You blow a 3-0 lead. We've blown lead after lead after lead after lead. And then the pathetic hitting takes over, and the Nats bullpen, who's the worst in baseball, gives up 1 hit in 3 games to these guys. I mean, come on, man. It's just beyond ridiculous. So we'll march into Atlanta. Now you got three scrappies pitching against us, and we may score 6 or 7.
Scrubs is the world. I think you get Strider the last game. And
they pulled them. They pulled them.
Yeah.
We'll get off
But we might score 7, but we'll give up 8. We'll give up 8, and when you can't beat the Nats, you're not going to the playoffs. You got 30 games left, and after Atlanta, no disrespect, you're not a great team, but if we can't beat them, we don't deserve it.
I hear you.
We get Philly, we got San Diego, we got the Cubs. We suck.
Today's
Sorry,
Met
Junie
report.
Bug.
Bottom line, we suck, I guess, is where we end up.
Suck, man. I hate them. I've never gone. I'll say this. In 50-plus years of watching the Mets, I will say this about this year's team, and this year's team will have this forever. I've never gone from loving a team or really, really excited about a team to hating every fiber of them like I did with this year's team.
You know what? It's interesting you say that, and maybe there was something in the moon this summer. I didn't go from love to hate. I was just at my normal amount of, because it started off the bat. I've never hated a Braves team. As a 6-year-old living through a 100-loss season, never hated the Braves like I hate this year's team. And what they did at the beginning of the year is despicable. They should all get their paychecks cut in half. Baseball intended to give us a rich, juicy weekend. Red Sox, Yankees. By the way, total pitches in Red Sox, Yankees last night, 9-inning game.
Yeah.
373.
Oh, dear.
So they gave us Red Sox, Yankees. They gave us Astros, O's, and the O's said, yeah, we're not going to be any good this year. They gave us Mets, Braves, and the Braves have taken a pass on 2025. And you also have Dodgers, Padres with another big. The Dodgers, in the last couple of weeks feels like they haven't beaten anyone but San Diego. But that series will go south to Petco for these 3 games. Wouldn't shock me the way Los Angeles is playing if San Diego won 2 out of 3, and that's all tied after the weekend.
You want to know why everybody's like, well, if the Gators go 7-5 or 8-4, it's not that bad of a year. Their percent chance to win, according to that ESPN FPI of every game, they're really favored in 6 out of 12. The other 6 are coin flip games. So say you win half of those. If you do that, you'd be, 9-3? And that's if you win all the games you're favored. In other words, Long Island, 99%. USF, 90%. LSU, 42.5.
Coin
flip game. Miami, 47.
Coin
flip game. Texas, less than a coin flip, 29.7.
So that's a loss.
But it's at home. Texas A&M, 39.3.
Close to a coin flip.
Mississippi State, 83. Georgia, 30.8. Kentucky, 69. Ole Miss 41.2 right now. Tennessee 51.5 coin flip. FSU 88%. They're favored in 6 of their 12.
Then what that would tell you is they're headed for a 9-3 season.
Well, you got to win all 6 of the ones you're favored in.
That's right.
And the other thing is, the one thing with Billy too is, and again, he has to exercise a lot of demons. But on the road against ranked opponents is not a pretty sight, ladies and gentlemen.
No, on the road, period.
Yeah, so you want to go check those numbers out. They're not good.
Vandy, Missouri, did I need to go on?
Yeah, they're not good. So it's
that's another level up. That if he is taking this Florida program where it needs to go, the next level up is winning big games and winning road games. Last year, the first step was winning big games.
But realistic,
and he finally won some big games last year. Back-to-back LSU, Ole Miss constitutes a relevant program.
But realistically, LSU, Miami. You would want to split.
That's correct.
If you get a split out of that,
I would be shocked if they won both of those games.
Yeah, you'd be surprised if they were 4-0 going into Texas. It would be the biggest game in Gainesville in forever.
Yeah, I would be shocked. I think I would. And by the way, would be completely fine and happy with 3-1.
Right.
And then if you could somehow split Texas, Georgia, I'd be completely fine and happy with 4-2, and then go see what you can be.
Well, Texas A&M.
Oh, I forgot.
Then it's Mississippi State.
Yeah. But I'm just thinking those as wins, I guess.
Yeah. It's
Texas A&M is certainly no picnic.
No.
Somehow we seem to play Texas A&M better there than we play them in Gainesville, and vice versa.
We seem to play them every year too.
But we've played better out there than the Gainesville. They've beaten our hind ends.
They beat us last year.
We had the one game where they wore the camouflage. Taven Bryan and that group. They got Texas A&M just beat the stew out of them.
All right,
your boy Dan Mullen took a little shot at the Gators.
Did he?
Did you see that?
No. What'd he say?
No, they open up this weekend. He's like, "Yeah, welcome to big time college football, live from Las Vegas, a safe college town." Do you know what that means?
No.
Well, recently one of those World Report deals, the most dangerous college towns in America, Gainesville was number 1. So you put safe in big letters. So that's what you think you're being funny there with a little
That's
shot.
why he's a DB.
That's right.
All right, I'm going to give you the class that's offered.
And he doesn't mean defensive back.
Yeah, I'm going to give you the class that's offered, and you can tell me the school that it's offered at. These are unique courses.
Okay.
All right.
Are they no like conference boundaries? Just whatever. This is in America.
This is in America.
Okay. All right.
It might be SEC.
All right.
Let's start with an easy one. Tennessee Appalachian Strings. Want to take that course?
Well, I mean, you got to know the fight song.
Oh,
that's a good old rocky top. There you go. I mean, that one. Bam in the Tennessee hills. There's some ball calls here preseason.
Ball calls, yeah.
Maybe we'll be joined by special guest Nico I'm a-leaving.
Okay, well, let's do the next one.
All right. 1 for 1.
1 for 1. Waffle House Geographies. Actual courses at school. Waffle House Geography.
I would definitely take that class.
That's how.
Yes, you would.
I mean, what college would claim this?
Right.
That's terrible, dude. I'm gonna say, what is it? Waffle House? What now? Geographies?
Yeah, Waffle House.
In other words, how to be a dynamo in Waffle House management.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Georgia or Auburn. And Auburn's more of a farm school, so I'm going to go Georgia. I'm going to say Georgia offers up the old Waffle House geographies.
Very nice. Very nice.
I know the Southie. I was raised running around barefoot.
Introduction to Pistol.
Pistol?
Pistol.
Like Pistol?
That's what I said.
Okay, that's either Texas or Texas A&M, and I'm going to go Hook 'em Horns.
That's Auburn.
Okay.
Introduction to Pistol.
Huh, the Pistol offense.
Yeah.
Arguing the end of the world.
That's got to be Vandy.
That's a good guess. That's actually a Texas. Uncommon Arts, Taylor Swift and the Arts. Uncommon Arts, Taylor Swift and the Arts.
It's another one that sounds like it wants to be highbrow.
Yeah.
So again, I kind of go back to Vandy again. I don't want to get in this rut though, where I say Vandy every time and never get any other guesses. This is the last time I'm going to say it, but that's got to be Vandy.
That's Florida.
Okay.
You got to get Brooksy on that class.
Yeah.
Country music. Country has a turnip seed.
It's a turnip green. I mean, Vanderbilt is in Nashville.
Oh, Vandy's in
Country
Nashville.
music.
The home of country music, man.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. It could be Kentucky, though. They got to have some sort of bourbon going up there.
It's Vandy.
It's Vandy. Good. Okay, I was going to say
Emergency and disaster communication. Humanity in a zombie apocalypse. Actual class being taught.
That sounds like that's a combo of being close to the coast and drinking, going total zombie with your hurricane drinks everywhere. I'm going LSU.
That's Kentucky.
That's too bad.
Texas barbecue.
What does Kentucky know about coastal anything?
I don't know.
Texas barbecue?
Yeah.
Texas A&M.
Texas A&M. History of football.
Alabama.
Arkansas.
Oh, yeah. No, they missed that.
Arkansas.
Yeah.
Drugs, booze, and Mexican society.
Oh, dear.
Good Lord.
What?
Is that
Actual classes at SEC schools. You want to know why the kids are flocking to the SEC? That's another reason. What class you taking, Johnny? Drugs, booze, and Mexican society, Daddy.
Mexican society.
What in the world? I'm going to say that is Oklahoma.
That's Greenbow, Alabama.
What in the world, Alabama?
Music of the Beatles.
Music of the Beatles.
Music of the Beatles.
That could be any school. All right. Let's go music of the Beatles.
Yeah.
Let's go Missouri.
Nobody sings Beatles music like Starkville.
Mississippi State.
Mississippi State.
Sure.
Last, American Gangster.
I think Starkville is a good band program, though. You got to kind of think these in. American Gangster, who has good crime? Tallahassee, FSU. No. No, they have a crime program in all seriousness. I wasn't taking a shot.
No.
All right, I don't know who the
Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plains. History of the Devil. History of the Devil. I'm not taking that class.
Yeah, no.
That's a big no for me, bro.
You gotta know who you're fighting, bro.
Yeah.
The History of the Devil is being...
Somehow I think the professor in there might be a little off if you're teaching that class.
Well, or maybe he's like Tom Hanks and he's, in the Da Vinci Code. All right. History of the Devil. I'm trying to think, the problem now is I'm trying to think of, how about LSU on that one?
How about Columbia?
South Carolina?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't we have them already?
No.
Uh-oh.
Vampires in film and TV.
LSU.
Yeah.
Have we had LSU? Yeah, because the Empire
LSU.
the interview with the vampire down there.
Okay.
I'm thinking New Orleans, but
Harry Potter, Magic, and Religion.
What have we not said now? Now that's the game I'm playing. Missouri, we haven't said.
There you go.
Frauds, myths, and mysteries. I think it's the last one here. Frauds, myths, and mysteries. Which one haven't we said?
Have you said Kentucky?
Yes.
Yes.
Professor Kiffin coming in to teach that one.
Oh, Ole Miss.
641-1010. Come kind, come courteous, come correct. Tell them what they're going to win.
A pair of tickets to AEW Dynamite going down Tuesday, October 7th at Daly's Place. Come kind, come courteous, come correct. Get you a pair of tickets.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Hey, school's in session, and here's today's lesson. We have hundreds of certified vehicles to choose from, starting as low as $89.99. Plus, they come with a 7-year, 100,000-mile peace of mind warranty and free oil changes. That means you and your soon-to-be drivers will be protected. Plus, every purchase allows us to fund teachers' projects for the entire school year. Your next assignment, get to Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine, Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville, or Beaver Mitsubishi in St. Augustine. We're here to wow you and our teachers.
Hey, Hicken here from my friends at ITP Partners. Man, I want to talk about them for just a second because I'm telling you, man, you want to feel secure. You want to make the right choice. You want to give your money to the people who invest it best. That's ITP Partners. Experience, expertise, knowledge. They've been doing it for a long, long time, man. And they're great folks. Chris Bryan, Reagan Wright, Reed Wingate, Janice Cobb does such a good job with my daughter, Dan Abel, Jeff Hartman. Great folks, those ITP Partners. And they listen to you. And they put it in layman's terms and help you understand. And they will build a strategy where your goals become their priority. I tell you about them every day because I believe in them so much. My money's with them, man. My mother's money was with them. My children's money are with them. That's how much I like ITP Partners. Listen, they're always there to help. You need information, Chris at ITPPartners.com. Chris at ITPPartners.com. Get started, 312-9751. They're ITP Partners. They're my financial partners for life.
Denny Thompson here. Look, don't get left in the dark. We're all trying to reason with hurricane season, so at least be prepared. For top-of-the-line generators in Jacksonville, I turn to Tyson. Licensed pros at Tyson deliver reliable, whole-home standby generators and provide fast repair service. They even do custom installations for local businesses, so don't wait. Ensure seamless installation and peace of mind. Call Tyson now, 904-762-1000 for a free estimate on generator services. TysonInc.com.
Jacksonville, Hickens calling it. Checkmate Coating, my MVP. Tough, slick floors that dominate any space.
Checkmate Coatings, your floor's missing piece.
Summer's winding down, and we know you want to enjoy what's left of it. But before you celebrate this Labor Day weekend, plan ahead and know all your options. If you drink, don't get behind the wheel. Instead, designate a sober driver or catch a ride service. And if you are the designated sober driver, commit to staying sober. Celebrate responsibly and remember to drive sober or get pulled over. This message brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Hey, Hicken here from my friends at Cleaning Freaks at Zero Res. Back to school special with those guys. Get 3 rooms of carpet clean starting at just $135 plus a free hallway and take $100 off your air duct cleaning. Book online at ZeroResJacksonville.com and take advantage of these huge savings.
Bueller. Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, Jason, got a minute?
Always. What's on your mind?
This time of year, my air conditioner is running non-stop. Hot all day, hot all night. It has to run constantly just to keep up.
Well, that's what they do.
But if something happens to it in the middle of a 2-week heat wave, I'm in trouble, Jason. I can't wait 3 days or 2 days or even the next day for service. If you can't get someone here today, I'm sweating by tonight. What if it breaks, Jason?
You call me, pal. That's what we do. Bueller Air and Plumbing.
But you're probably swamped with calls from everyone else's AC that ran nonstop and then broke in a heat wave, so they called you because that's what you do.
But we always have room for an emergency. At Bueller Air and Plumbing, we have techs standing by because we know these things happen.
So I don't need to worry. Wow. That time you calmed me down without even using the sunglasses.
Oh, I was reaching for them.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Ask you guys a question.
Ask us.
Shoot.
Listen, I think Jerry Jones is a knucklehead, and gosh, the guy hadn't won in 30 years, so I don't know if he knows what the hell he's doing. He might have lucked into the dumbest decisions he made with the Cowboys are the ones that worked the best. Trading Herschel Walker, people went nuts. Firing Tom Landry, people went nuts. But that was all 30 years ago.
Yeah, at least.
Hiring Jimmy Johnson, people went nuts. He goes out with Jimmy Johnson to a restaurant, gets his picture taken. That before he had fired Tom Landry. Bad look. A lot of bad stuff. But anyway.
He's definitely a renegade. He doesn't care.
Yeah. But anyway, I will say this, though. From what I understand and what he's telling us, and I tend to believe this is true, he's offered Micah Parsons an unbelievable deal. I just think sometimes it's like, and I listen and everybody's screaming about how Micah's getting wronged. And I mean, we're talking millions and millions of dollars.
Well,
man.
I will say this. If he's offering
highest paid guaranteed player other than a quarterback in the NFL.
that should be enough. But this is where Jerry Jones, and this is why I don't trust what he's saying. Then tell me the terms. What does that mean? Maybe he offered him 2 years, $84 million. You know,
when we wanted to send the details to the agent told us to stick it up our A.
Yeah.
Just so you're clear.
Yeah, he was on.
Do you think that's true? Do you think David Mugoletta told him that? It might be. David Mugoletta's, he's
a hard bargainer.
He's a hard bargainer, man.
I don't know if he always does the best for his client. I don't think he did for Jan, but maybe Jan got enough money.
Yeah, I don't know. Like
he's Deshaun too, right?
Yes.
Jalen or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Mojo.
He's
I would want, and so you know who he is, but I would want my agent I don't want my agent talking for me. I want my agent making me as much money as I can, but I'm not missing games. I don't know. I do see a little bit of the Cowboys side, but like Micah Parsons has scrubbed the Cowboys off. Schneppner said it's going towards a divorce.
That's one of the weakest. It's the beta. For these guys are alpha dogs, man. That is beta. Take home to school. I'm unfollowing you, man. Come on, man. You're an NFL player, boss.
Now, Jerry,
you shouldn't even be thinking about that.
Let me ask you guys this question. And does Jerry have a point here? Micah's got 3 years left with the Cowboys.
That's fair too, man.
He's got
leave
this
that part out.
He's under contract. I can franchise him for 2 more years. That's what I did with Dak.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
Does that factor in? In other words, I guess if I'm Micah Parsons, my biggest beef is if I get to week 1 and I'm not playing, then something's wrong. Somebody didn't do this right.
You know what, though, man? I got to be honest. At some point, we got to demand that the players play to their contract. That's why we have them.
Yeah.
I don't care who wins, like owner or player. I care if fans win. No fan wins when Micah Parsons won't honor his contract. And if you have to get a better contract, play under that one until you do.
Yeah.
I mean, the Cowboys aren't getting better this training camp with Micah Parsons stewing.
Right.
But scrubbing, like the social media scrub. And
I think Jerry's like, all right, you play this year on your 5th-year option, $21 million. And he ain't going to play, right?
I don't know.
But are you going to sit out?
I mean, then you don't pay him.
Or do you just come in and then say your back hurts?
I don't know, man.
We're going to go with the back hurts thing again?
I just think that you have to. I mean, there's got to be a middle ground. It can't be all one's fault. And to be honest with you, from a legal standpoint, that Micah's at fault. He has a contract. You play your contract so the next time you get an opportunity to have a contract, you can hit the mother load.
Yeah.
I'm uncomfortable with these players playing 2 years and holding out again.
Yeah.
Receivers do it all the time.
Trey Hendrickson seems like it's every year. Yeah.
I mean, at some point, then don't. Or if you're a team, if you don't want to be held hostage like that. But what are the Cowboys to do? What are you going to do? Release Micah Parsons? I'd trade him, man. I would. If I were the Cowboys at this point, I would trade Micah Parsons and get the most I can for him.
What?
Okay,
Micah Parsons, you remember what Khalil Mack brought? That's a big, you trade for Micah Parsons, you're giving up a lot.
and I know this isn't the fairest statement to make all the time, but we can count up the Khalil Mack and Micah Parsons Super Bowl appearances, and put them in my hand.
Also true.
So I mean, it's all a part of a piece, and to be in.
I mean, I guess my thing with if I'm offering you more money than Myles Garrett, then what's the problem?
I have to know. Okay,
and you're
telling me that. Show me it. You got to show me. That's
it's some type of hidden language or something.
There's
that he didn't
something
like.
in there.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm not buying that face value that just point blank he's getting the most. It may be by $1. It may be with terms that are weird. It may be contingent on this, that, or the other.
What's the guarantee? You know, that's always what it comes down to.
Well, and he says it's the most guaranteed. And that.
While in Oxnard, Jones mentioned guaranteeing somebody close to $200 million when he discussed Parsons' contract. Myles Garrett has the highest guarantee for a non-quarterback at 123.
Yeah.
So if it's anywhere over 123, then you got to take it.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I
almost like...
These are the worst things for fan bases. You end up it's internal fighting. You end up having these family splits. They're gross.
And you're fighting for... I mean, if somebody... Like at this level, you're fighting for $4 million when... what are we doing, dude?
Yeah.
It's more money than you can spend. I mean... And listen, I've always sort of sided with players like, especially in football, because I understand that there's a great cost in terms of physical, and you give up your body, and you're never the same if you play 10 years in the league. Generally you don't walk away from that, but
there's always
it's so much money now.
Inevitably, you're going to have a fraction of people that give this pushback, right? Will you also demand the teams honor the contracts too? You know what, guy? Here's the problem now. They do. It's called guaranteed money.
Yeah.
That's what you base signing your contract on, is guaranteed money. And if you have guaranteed money, they honor the contract whenever they cut you.
Yeah.
You're getting the large portion nowadays of your contract in guaranteed money. So, we are demanding that the teams honor their contracts. They do. If they give somebody, if the Jags decide tomorrow that, my God, or next year, that we can't win with Trevor Lawrence, we got to go get another quarterback.
Yeah.
They're going to pay him that money.
Yeah.
So you can't make that argument. This isn't the old days.
Yeah.
The teams are required to give the. Imagine if a team did to Michael what Mike is doing to a team.
Yeah.
Now we're going to hold out. We're not going to pay you for a few months. We don't think you're playing up to it.
Don't they? Yeah.
It's just. I mean, you got. This is too big a business
year to year.
Have these.
For a lot of years, people would get upset with NFL because. Well, they'll cut you. It's a year-to-year thing. The contracts really are year-to-year.
Yeah, but and for the most part, that's right. You're wrong. If you're getting on this,
guess what?
I'm also tired of this, and I'm sorry, Dan.
Yeah.
We got to stop. This is not 1960, where guys are getting beaten to the ground to make $60,000.
Yeah.
We got to stop coming to the defense of these multimillionaires like we're representing a cause. Go find something in your life that's worth helping someone. But we're crying tears for pro golfers and $80 million football players.
Yeah.
Stop.
Guess what? In the world of which I worked for 40 years, I'd sign contracts.
Sure, we all do.
I'd sign a 3-year contract in TV, a 5-year contract in TV. But guess what? After every year, they could cut me. They didn't owe me the full deal. They could cut me. There was a window every year in which they could cut you, and I didn't have any recourse at all. So, I mean, I kind of lived it in a way. Obviously, not with as much at stake in terms of money, but my livelihood, my life. So, I don't know. It's just weird. It does this. One more thing before we go to break, and we got to go to break. We're over. Pross, I got to remember this time of the year. I'm terrible with birthdays. Okay? But I just learned this, and I should know this. These are 3 of my really good friends. But I was thinking of this. I said yesterday was Ox's birthday.
Yes, you did.
2 days ago was Kentucky Jeff's birthday.
Well, good for him.
And today's Manny's birthday.
Well, you just got him.
Happy birthday to all 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'll forget. I'm not. But
now you haven't
birthdays
forgotten.
are more important.
You've gone boom, boom, boom.
Are you? You're not a big birthday guy.
The only reason I know people's birthdays is because I've been around them for years and years and years.
Yeah.
Like it's not like.
What day is my birthday?
May 12th.
Oh, very good.
I don't know.
Your birthday is in July, July 4th or 5th, right around there.
July 5th.
I knew it was in July because it went away. I was about to circle back there, but now, by the way,
and Pross is March 3rd.
I'll never forget.
With me.
I'll never forget Ease now either.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's been a long enough time, and now it's actually been talked about in reference. Please don't quiz me after the break. You're listening to The Drill. It's a GFL Friday.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Every summer, there's one Saturday night you gotta be in Daytona.
Hey, boys, watch this.
The NASCAR Coke Zero Sugar 400, brought to you by the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local Union 234 from Jacksonville's NASCAR station. 1010XL.
Oh, interest rates. They're high everywhere, aren't they? Not at Beard's Diamonds. Right now, they've lowered finance rates all the way down to 0. Hey, Hicken here. That's right. Now Beard's Diamonds pays 0 down and get 0 interest financing for 5 whole years. So that $12,000 designer engagement ring is yours now for just $200 a month. Man, this amazing offer makes everything affordable. How about a $6,000 diamond eternity band, $100 a month? How about a $3,000 pair of diamond earrings? $50 a month. It's insane. Make any purchase and spread your payments over 5 years with 0 down and 0 interest financing. Rings, earrings, bands, bracelets, pendants, colored gemstone jewelry. Let the non-commission experts at Beards help you find the perfect piece of jewelry and take advantage of our best financing offer ever. I'm talking Beards Diamonds. I'm talking in the St. John's Town Center. This amazing offer ends August 31st. Shop local. Shop Beards.
Cigar smokers, mark your calendars. On August 22nd, 3 to 7, join us at Cigars International Superstore at the Town Center for an epic Oliva event. Meet Ralphie Solar from Oliva. Grab exclusive deals on Oliva boxes and sip drinks at our full bar. Relax in our indoor and outdoor lounges with TVs. Don't miss this smoking good time. This Friday, August 22nd, 3 to 7 p.m., Cigars International Superstore, Jacksonville at the Town Center.
Go!
Recap this week's high school football games with Hacker and Dylan Denmark.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist, Friday Night Lights.
Hear highlights and comments from the winning coaches. Presented by Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning.
Hey, is your backyard ready for the big leagues? Serving Northeast Florida since 1977. And gang, that means something. I'm talking about Surfside Pools. I got the home field advantage. Family owned and operated. Love that. Weekly pool service. Do mine every week. On time, perfect. Make the pool look so Caribbean blue. Equipment repairs, commercial maintenance, remodels, and new pool construction. Yeah, let Surfside Pools make your backyard dreams a reality. And you ready to float happy? Of course you are. Visit surfsidepools.net for all your info. Surfsidepools.net. You can call them 246-2666. They're Surfside Pools and Spas. Gang, they're your hometown MVP.
For over 55 years, Green Acres Sporting Goods has proudly served Jacksonville from the corner of Normandy and Hammond Boulevard. From archery to hunting and fishing, they've got the gear, service, and know-how to get you outdoor ready. Stop by their full-service archery pro shop and check out their wide selection of firearms. And while you're there, sign up for their weekly concealed weapon classes. You can find it all at greenacresporting.com.
Jags fans, a new Everbank Performance account could be your ticket to London this October. The Everbank London Getaway Experience. One lucky winner and a guest get round-trip airfare, hotel accommodations, and tickets to see the Jags play in London. Everbank.com/London for official rules. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Open to legal residents of the United States and D.C. 18 and older. Everbank London Getaway sweeps entry period 7/28/25 to 9/5/25. Enter and get official rules and details at everbank.com/London.
Yo, what's happening, folks? It's your main man ET here. And if you're looking for some good food, some outdoor fun, and plenty to do, my old stomping ground in Clay County is the place to be. Check out Clay's diverse local restaurants. They have barbecue, seafood, and Latin restaurants that all hit the spot. You outdoorsy? Well, you can paddle along scenic waterways, cast a line, or hit the trails. And the events, there's always something going on for you and the family. So check out exploreclay.com to plan your next adventure. And when you do, make sure you hashtag ExploreClay on social.
Hey, Jacksonville, DDH DDH, Dreamfinder's Danny Hicken here with the scoop from Dreamfinder's Homes, your national builder of the year. We've got first-year interest rates as low as 2.99% and homes in 20-plus communities throughout Northeast Florida. If you're house hunting, make sure your first pick Dreamfinder's Homes, the proud official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Florida Gators, and your Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit dfhsalesevent.com today and tell them Dreamfinder's Danny sent you.
Firehouse Subs has fries. Your hometown hero since '94 just cranked up the heat. Hot subs, crispy fries, golden, pillowy on the inside, and perfectly seasoned. Over 30 Jacksonville locations. Firehouse Subs, homegrown and now with fries.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? If you have questions, call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700, offices Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Oh, yeah. Welcome back. This is The Drill. Yeah, it's just interesting going on back to that Jerry Jones and Micah Parsons battle. We'll see how it all pans out. It'll be, I suspect you don't, when the money counts, man, you don't want to miss time. And if I don't want to play for $21 million, I'll play. Now, look, one thing that has shifted through the years, and maybe Jerry doesn't quite get it, it's a players' league. And if you really want out, you can find a way out. That's just the way it is.
And Jerry, if anybody, Jerry will try to combat that.
Yes. He may be willing to battle.
Yeah, exactly.
He may be willing to battle.
You guys are ready for our Hollywood score?
Yes.
The only requirement here is that you must answer honestly.
Okay.
All right.
And I would say to answer honestly, you must have seen said event from start to finish.
Okay.
All right.
Again, this has a Hollywood bend. This doesn't necessarily define you as a sports fan per se, but I have in front of me,
I'm ready.
straight from Dan Hicken's favorite periodical, The Hollywood Reporter. So it's got to be accurate.
Got to be.
The Hollywood Reporter presents GOAT, the 25 greatest sports movies of all time ranked.
Ooh.
So rather than have you guess as we typically do, we're just going to accumulate our score, and you have to answer honestly. Have you seen said sports movie, one of the 25 best of all time, from start to finish? Before I start, Hick, you will have seen the most of these.
Yeah.
Do you think you've seen 20? Let's play Name That Tune. How many of the top 25 sports movies of all time do you think you've seen start to finish?
22.
I'm going to take the over. E, what do you think? I'm going to put E's number at like 11. Only because you're going to have old movies.
Yeah,
He just saw Forrest Gump for Pete's sake, Nick.
Yeah, I know.
That's a safe number. Let's go with 11.
I'm going to put me at start to finish. What would you put me at?
Right,
me.
Same as me, basically.
I'm probably less so because I can claim movies. I just don't watch them like y'all do. But
Can I tell you about one movie that I watched last night?
Sure, go ahead. This is perfect, right in line with the bubble
This is not a
bath
sports movie. Is
Okay.
it? Have you seen the movie Havoc?
I've watched every movie that they put on streaming. Which one is this? Who is in this one? It sounds like I have. Unless it's brand new. Is it a new release? Let me see. I'll look it up actually, and then I'll tell you. Go ahead and describe it. And then what did you like it? Is that why you're bringing it up?
No, I saw more. I think it's an all-timer in killings and bodies. I think it's surpassed. I think it surpassed John Wick.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I mean,
that's a lot of.
Tom Hardy's the main guy.
Oh yeah, I've seen this. Yeah. This came out a couple months ago. He's like it's a shoot 'em up.
Yeah.
And I don't remember the exact framework of the I'm bad. I just remember if I like a movie or not. I can't really remember the gist of it because we've watched so many.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing this.
Forrest Whitaker was in it, which shocked me because he's sort of thought of as an accomplished actor. It wasn't like a great acting movie.
An Oliphant, wasn't he in it too?
Yeah.
He was one of the bad guys, right?
He's a bad cop.
He's a bad cop. Yeah, that's had the D. Yeah, and he's trying to protect the girl and get her help. Or
We had a lot of killings in that,
All
man.
right, here we go.
A lot of bodies.
Let's just. I will not have the same amount as you. I don't think so.
All right,
with total honesty,
let's whip through it.
Number one.
Yeah.
There's no winner here. That's just a survey.
Yeah.
The original 1976 Bad News Bears.
Yes.
Yes.
Walter Matthau, yes.
New.
Yeah. Number 24, best sports movies of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, bursting right onto the scene.
Mm-hmm.
Challengers. Have you watched that?
Challengers?
Yeah, that's the one about the. It's a tennis movie.
Who's in it?
Zendaya, Josh O'Connor. It's recent. It's supposed to be good. I haven't seen it yet. I started watching it one day and I got distracted. Okay, that's a no. E, Challengers? No.
Nope.
$1 Million Baby.
Yes. Great movie.
No.
That's a no for me. Start to finish. I've not seen $1 Million Baby.
Yeah.
I think what happens when we do some of these movies, I hear so much about them that it distracts me.
That's Eastwood, and she won an Oscar for it, I believe. Hillary.
All right. Slapshot.
Hell yes.
That's a yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wasn't picking on you. Some of these are older. Moneyball.
Moneyball, sure.
E?
No.
That's a no for me.
Oh, man. Moneyball's great.
I know. I've heard that. I don't know this movie. Maybe you saw. Oh, actually, I have seen this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this could be a win. This could be a win.
Mm-hmm.
A movie called Fat City. Fat City, 1972.
Fat City.
Yeah.
What's it about?
It's about there's a boxer. He's like down on his luck boxer, and he goes off to train. I don't remember the exact.
I'm gonna say no. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I don't know if I can fairly claim a yes there. I'm gonna
say no.
Right. Yeah, I think I might be getting that one confused.
Stacey Keach, Jeff Bridges.
No, I'm confusing with that with the Ryan O'Neal and Ricky Schroeder. What was that? I was confusing it with that.
Ryan O'Neal and Barbara Streisand were in one boxing movie.
All right, 1982. I've not seen this. Personal Best.
Personal Best?
Yeah. It's a relationship between a track star played by Mariel Hemingway. And,
I've seen that
this?
one.
Yeah. He's seen it.
I've seen Mariel Hemingway.
I have not seen that one. All right. I question some of these as top 25 all-time sports.
Yeah, that's not very
Maybe
good.
we get to the top 10. Love and Basketball?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. That's a yeah for me, too. Hoosiers?
Yes.
Yes.
Not full.
Oh,
okay.
Disgraceful.
I don't know whatever else we've said. This is Forrest Gump level screw up on your part.
Hoosiers
this weekend.
No, he won't.
No,
Hoosiers is your the next time you go down the old uncle path and get something we've recommended. It's got to be Hoosiers.
I mean, I just haven't seen it in full, but all right, yeah, I'll take
all right,
that assignment.
This is getting a slower pace than I want. Let's go to the top 10 movies of all time.
Yeah.
The Loneliness of the Long Distance Runner. Never heard of it.
Nope.
This is Hollywood Reporter. Bring It On, a cheerleading movie. Nope, haven't seen it.
I have.
Yeah. Rocky.
Yes.
Okay, legit. 8 Men Out. Yes, legit. Breaking Away. Yes, legit. OJ Made in America. I guess that's that Netflix.
Yes.
I saw it, and I wasn't that
It's not a sports movie, and it's not one of the best ever.
Bull Durham 4, yes. When We Were Kings, did you? Yeah, that's the. Is that the ones where they? Is it? No, that's One Night in Miami. What's When We Were Kings? Oh, it's a documentary. 1986 is Muhammad Ali.
No, I haven't seen it.
No, I haven't seen it.
This list sucks.
I apologize. This list sucks.
This is the drill. Let's get Denny in here.
T-shirts
Talk some
available.
ball.
T-shirts available tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's a GFL Friday.
Oh, boy.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Now, another classic moment in Jags history.
There he goes, Jimmy Smith. No flags. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 70 yards.
1010XL, home of the Jaguars.
It's time to elevate your back-to-school style with luxury and a brand-new Cadillac.
Discover the 2025 Luxury XT6, a spacious 7-seat SUV starting at just $49,195. Perfect for carpooling or weekend adventures.
That's right, or step up your game with the stunning 2026 Vistique, Escalade, and Escalade IQ.
I want to go back to school in style.
You can. Visit us at Randy Marion Cadillac on Southside Boulevard in Jacksonville. This school year, it's all about style.
Plus tax tag title $9.99 admin fee and resist all on approved credit.
Hey, Hickey here. Tired of glasses or contacts? Discover customized vision solutions. About 9 Associates. Dr. Bowden's team offers cutting-edge options like Evo implantable Collamer lenses, refractive lens exchange, and classic LASIK designed to fit your life. Picture perfect vision for reading, driving, or just enjoying the day. It's easier than you think. All you got to do is call now and get that free, I said free, screening. They're About 9 Associates. You know what they're doing? They're keeping the First Coast focused.
Lee Bryce. What do you know about that tour?
Saturday, September 13th, St. Augustine Amphitheater. With special guests Ashley Cook and Lewis Bryce. Award-winning country sensation Lee Bryce. On sale now at AXS.com. Don't miss Lee Bryce Live.
Chris Doering brings insider takes and Gator gold to the drill. We're back. The former Gator joins Dan and Jeff Tuesday mornings at 7:20 on 1010XL. Protected by the personal injury attorneys of Farah and Farah.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Football is a game of inches, and at Frontrunners Tap House, every inch counts. Catch every big play on their massive 396-inch giant television. The ultimate game day experience is waiting for you at Frontrunners Tap House inside the Community First Igloo.
David here with Royal Pest Services. It's back. Our summer Centricon Termite Special. New installs begin as low as $249. And if you have existing Centricon, but your renewal is through the roof, we can transfer you to Royal at no cost. Visit RoyalPestServices.com to schedule a free estimate.
New and pre-owned firearms are in stock at Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach. Want a new sidearm or rifle? Brands like Kimber, Smith & Wesson, 6 Hour, Beretta. No lines, no hassle. Only at Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach.
Jaguars football is officially back. Be there as number 2 overall draft pick Travis Hunter, quarterback Trevor Lawrence, and new head coach Liam Cohen take the field for the first time during the 2025 NFL regular season. Secure your seats for when the Jaguars take on the Panthers September 7th by going to jaguars.com/tickets or call 904-633-2000. We'll see you at the bank.
Right now, they're on their way to disrupt your life, make you uncomfortable, and rob you. Don't bother calling the police. They can't help. That's right. Summer heat and humidity are about to attack North Florida again. You know what to do. Call Mike Merritt. Mike Merritt's Heating and Air has a license to chill. When heat and humidity are attacking you, Mike Merritt provides a comfortable chill at a bargain price. Mike has been keeping North Florida comfortable for 30 years. Mike Merritt technicians are never paid commissions, meaning you'll never be pressured to buy something you don't need. And Mike Merritt knows cooling issues can arise anytime. They don't just happen during business hours. So Mike Merritt never charges overtime fees. When you need us, we're here for you. Remember, in the fight against heat and humidity, Mike Merritt has a license to chill. Visit merrittair.com. Florida license number CACO 50384.
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm ET. Sporting Jacks Soccer Club plans to open up the season this Saturday versus the DC Power FC at Hodges Stadium with a 7 p.m. kick. Sporting Jacks plans to make her story, that's history, as the first women's professional soccer team here on the First Coast. Make sure you get your tickets. Currently, it's 8:08 and it's 76 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cool with Bueller. Stay tuned as the quarterback whisperer joins the drill next, right here on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the quarterback whisperer, Denny Thompson.
Okay, bring it in.
Brought to you by Tyson Sound and Security, security and automation experts, and George Moore Chevrolet.
1, 2, 3.
All right, we got Denny Thompson in the quarterback whisperer, and fascinating stuff going on in his world and with quarterbacks, and
it's fun.
And it's always changing, which is kind of neat. I mean, for you guys, right? I mean, it's always evolving, and you're never sure, and then rules change, and it just never stops.
Yeah. Somebody asked me the other day, they're like, "Are you still doing the quarterback thing? Like, did that work out?"
Yeah,
because we never hear about it. You know,
right.
Obviously they don't listen to this, but we don't post anything or anything like that. No, y'all are right, man.
I mean,
it's
5 years
so
ago,
interesting.
5 years ago or 10 years ago, it was you finding places to teach kids how to be better quarterbacks.
Right.
And that has totally changed.
Right.
And then you've
hopping on public parks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And think about that.
Yeah.
So, and
I'm grateful, man. I'm thankful.
Yeah. So
very thankful.
And you've worked with a lot of good quarterbacks. Do you know I don't know the kid's name. I just saw Florida close to landing 27 number 1 quarterback.
Yeah, Haven.
Yeah, what's that kid?
Louisiana.
What's that kid's deal?
Talented, man.
Yeah,
he's
they're
super
all
talented. Yeah, no,
it's amazing.
His film got sent to me like 2 years ago, and I remember I got like 35 clips from a guy who sends me a bunch of film, like an evaluator guy. And I'm just kind of flipping through these, and I'm like, and then all of a sudden, this kid's film comes up, and I'm like 3 throws in. I'm like, whoa. He was 9th grader at that point. Heck of a basketball player, great family, good kid. Like, yeah,
is he one of your guys or
he's
no?
the deal. We do a little bit. A little bit, yeah, in and out.
What's the
He's
buzz
in Louisiana, so it's hard to.
Oh, his LSU must be all over him then.
Yeah, I would assume.
Yeah. But I keep reading that Florida's got a good chance to land him. Yeah. So who knows?
Billy's doing something right in recruiting quarterbacks.
I will say this about Billy.
Will he keep that commitment from that 27 guy?
Well, he hadn't committed.
Oh, well, okay, that's right. He's just, that's fair.
Tremel Jones, by the way.
Yeah, he's opening eyes, isn't he?
Man, he is such an elite thrower. You've seen Tremel in the facility since he was like in 8th grade.
Yeah.
He's always been just an elite thrower.
Yeah.
We have very few people that can spin a football like he can.
Why and you've been around him enough to know this, and it does amaze me to a point. First off, everybody likes Billy Napier. I mean, everybody. But his players seemingly love him.
You know what he does an amazing job of is taking the bullets.
That's what he does.
Because we have watched so many games.
He's had to take a lot of them.
People have jumped off sides or where coaches sent 2 number 3s or, a lot of things that we all blame on him because he's the head guy, but it's not his day-to-day responsibility.
Right.
And even last year in that streak, like I was watching that SEC documentary. I don't know if y'all watched it.
Yeah.
Even in that, like he's in that locker room.
Don't let it divide us. Yep. Don't let it divide us. I got this.
I'm not going to let y'all get hit by any strays. Yeah. It's coming straight to me.
Yeah, that's true.
And he must be one heck of a salesman because, I mean, they, to have your buyout money raised.
Yeah,
and
raised.
Somehow flip that to, you know what, instead of using it on that, let's go get some good players. And that's the sales job of the century.
It's been well documented that is one of the great savings of one's job that I've ever seen in college football.
Yeah,
he was dead man walking.
But just by that being factual, he's got the thinnest of margins. He's the thin of ice, the hottest of things. This guy goes out and starts 1-4. It'll be the exact same noise we heard last year at a similar record.
I've been this offseason, I've been a little bit of a doubter. And it's funny because after seeing that show and the closer we get to the season, I'm like, maybe I'm wrong on this. Maybe he has turned a corner. Maybe at some point last year, it wasn't just DJ Lagway. It was all the guys going, hey, we need to play for this dude.
Right.
And they did. And I think if, the servant type leadership that he shows, I think once you get to that point, man, people will do anything in the world for you.
Let me ask you about some of the what you know about some of the newer quarterbacks that are taking over that there's some national title hopefuls pinning chances on really inexperienced quarterbacks. Let's start with Bama. And we talked a little bit about this last week going Ty Simpson. He's been. You always get nervous, and maybe you shouldn't because Georgia has thrived this way. FSU in the day would thrive. You get nervous when a guy's been there 2 or 3 years and hadn't stepped up to ever win the job. So, tell us a little bit about him.
I've heard, I don't know him well. I've heard nothing but great things about him as a processor, as a thrower, things like that. And I don't mean to take this because he's going to be the guy. But that guy they got behind him, that Keelan Russell guy, legit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, they'll open with FSU, and we've talked about Castellano some. What are you hearing now this far through workouts? And he's not afraid to talk the talk, that's for sure.
No, he's not.
Is he a good enough player to get them back on track?
Well, I think it's super interesting. Yes, I think he is in the right system, and I think he's in the right system. I think that Gus Malzahn hire and then them immediately going, hey, that's our guy because they've been together before.
Right.
Gus knows what he can and can't do. and Gus runs an offense that I think is going to allow him to lean into his strengths.
Is it a bigger story?
I worry about 6 games from now.
Is it a bigger story than we made it that Mike Norvell, a career play caller, gave up those duties?
Yes.
That's a little bit of a desperate move, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's a huge story because I'm a big Mike Norvell guy. That's a great relationship for me, and I've always encouraged guys to look at Florida State since he's been there just because of his offensive system. And when that happened last year, when Gus came in, like, whoa, hold on a second.
Are they
work
completely
together.
dissimilar?
They do a lot of the same things, but they do it much differently. Like they coach together at Tulsa, so their base is very similar. But Gus is much more, I think, run power oriented, personnel, things like that. I think it is a big story, and I think it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out.
I think for itself. They averaged 14 points a game last year. It's amazing.
I mean, but do we have the answer to that question of was it just Jordan Travis, or was it the development of Jordan Travis?
Feels like it.
It does. It does. Now they got some young talent in there right now that we're going to find out how they develop talent. The Kevin Sperry kid from Texas. Actually, his family lives here now. Goes to Creekside. Son goes to Creekside. Wow. Rozzy. Yeah, good people. He's very talented, and he's a freshman there, so they'll get a chance to develop.
All right, one last. When we see that matchup, Texas, Ohio State, two who probably have turned it over to new guys, who is in better shape in that first game? Is it Texas with Arch Manning? Is it Ohio State with Julian Sayin?
I think it's Ohio State with Julian for one reason, and that's because he's got number 4 over there. He's got Jeremiah.
Just throw it up to him.
And he's got that guy that
Texas has new receivers.
Yeah. I mean, having
and a
that
new
guy
O-line
that when you're going through your progressions and you just have to go, never mind, screw it.
Just
where's
throw
that
it
guy?
up to him. Yeah,
bro, that is a game changer.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Let's take a break and have Denny stick around. And
do some NFL stuff.
We just did a quick one there.
Yep.
And we'll catch up as well right here.
To GFL Friday. That's Green for Life. Trust them for all your commercial roll-off needs.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. He's got his trigger finger on the pulse of Jacksonville football.
Does he have a name?
He calls himself Mike Duraco.
And we get his insight every Thursday from 10 to noon on Jaguars Today. Written by Lee at Kate's Glass on 1010XL.
Call 904-500-COOL. Ideal Conditions.
Do you trust the diagnostic you just got for your AC? Call Ideal Conditions now to get a free second opinion with a limited time offer of $50 off repairs of $300 or more. Just mention this station. For a limited time, we're doing $79 one-time AC tune-ups as well.
Call 904-500-COOL.
Honk if you see us. Call for service.
Ideal Conditions.
IdealConditionsJax.com.
Summer's winding down, and we know you want to enjoy what's left of it. But before you celebrate this Labor Day weekend, plan ahead and know all your options. If you drink, don't get behind the wheel. Instead, designate a sober driver or catch a ride service. And if you are the designated sober driver, commit to staying sober. Celebrate responsibly and remember to drive sober or get pulled over. This message brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
Ticket here with lots more on George Moore Chevrolet. Hey, Justin Moore, what are you doing in our commercial?
Dan, this Moore just wanted to remind folks of vehicles less than $20,000 on our lot. Or you can always go more with our Silverado EV.
I have my boy Blue, that beautiful Gator Blue Silverado. Love, love, love it. And that service department, second to none. Let's just say it means more to Gabe and the boys who take great care of us.
Not to mention, we do more for the community. We love Jacksonville. Been around these parts since 1986.
George Moore Chevrolet. Need I say more?
Put the ball in the net with 60 minutes of soccer talk. The Coaches Show presented by Sporting Jacks. Cole Pepper, Sporting Jacks head of soccer Mark Warburton, and Sporting Jacks women's coach Stacey Baylor. Tuesday evenings at 6 on 1010 a.m.
Looking to elevate your game night experience? Look no further than Best Bet. We're not just a card room, we're your destination for excitement, fun, and big wins. Whether you're a seasoned player or new to the game, we have something for everyone. Join us at Best Bet Jacksonville, Orange Park, or St. Augustine for thrilling tournaments, exciting promotions, and a vibrant atmosphere that will take your game night to the next level. Elevate your game night at Best Bet. Visit bestbetjacks.com to learn more. That's bestbetjacks.com.
Watch football this season in downtown Duval at Pour Tap Room Jacksonville. 2 floors, 15 TVs, a giant projector, 80 self-pour taps of ice-cold craft beer, wine and cocktails, plus a full bar, wings, burgers, and more, and pizza delivered to your table from Pizza Dynamo. Downtown at Laura and Forsyth. Pour Tap Room Jacksonville. A beer festival every day.
After our son's shoulder issues were worsening, we took him to see Dr. Snyder at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, who recommended PRP treatment. We trusted Dr. Snyder's evaluation and look forward to seeing him pitch again. For the right care, the best care, we highly recommend Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwood Jewelers. Clayton, you have told us about the importance of cutting a diamond properly and how it relates back to beauty and value. But how do you judge the color of a diamond?
Frank, that's an important question when it comes to diamonds. You see, a man or a woman really have no color memory. Now, you can remember basic colors like blue or red, but considering we can see thousands of slight variations of the same color, you have to have a master color to relate these two. Anybody that's ever tried to match a paint color on a wall knows exactly what I'm talking about. So we judge the color of diamonds using a set of certified master diamonds from the American Gem Society. This is the only way you can really make an accurate call on the grade because these slight variations in color from colorless to very slight yellow have huge price differences.
That's at Underwood's, where diamonds are graded accurately in San Marco, Avondale, and the shops of Ponte Vedra.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the quarterback whisperer, Denny Thompson.
Okay, bring it in.
Brought to you by Tyson Sound and Security, security and automation experts, and George Moore Chevrolet.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, yeah, Denny! Denny! Talking some ball with Denny Thompson. Denny, I want to ask you a question. Yeah. What do you expect from Trevor Lawrence this year? I just don't know. So what do you expect?
I'm very high on Trevor this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you as high as 4,500 yards and 41 touchdowns like Baker Mayfield had last year? Or how high are you?
Oh, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. I am like it. I would Pro Bowl.
Pro Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like legit Pro Bowl, not eight alternate.
Right.
Like you got voted in, or even the first alternate these days. I feel like is all right. That's pretty good. No, I mean I think what it comes down to is he's seen a lot now.
Mm-hmm.
He's had a lot of failure now.
Mm-hmm.
He's gotten paid. Mm-hmm. So now it's just a decision of like, okay, what am I doing with all this information that I have? And you get a new coaching staff in that from the jump, it seems like they have installed this offense with him in mind and with him involved.
Right.
And I feel like he's able to kind of sculpt the progressions and what he wants to see based off his past experiences.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's shown in the first couple of preseason games.
He has been good in the games. We get a little nervous about what you see in practice, but he was efficiently took the team down the field almost every time he had it.
He was good in the
ball
game.
comes
He was
out
good
of
in the games last year too, though.
Yeah, well, and
in the preseason.
Kenny Pickett had a perfect preseason rating 3 years ago and then got benched 3 games in. I understand that means nothing.
Right.
But I do believe that Trevor is still a generational talent. I think he is like one of the most talented individuals in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you start to see that start to play a little more freely this year.
If it never comes out, what will be the spin? That it was because it was the Jaguars? I mean, doesn't at some point, if he is as talented as everybody tells us, that it has to come out?
Yeah. I mean, you think?
I mean, they've done everything they can to help him be successful this year, right? They've added receivers.
Yeah,
they've worked on the line.
But it's still the first year of this thing.
Yeah, but nobody wants to hear that because it's year 5 of Trevor.
And I just said I think he's going to make a Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
But I don't think you're going to see, like, MVP
You think he'll be better next year? But you think he'll be good this year?
I think Liam was really good for him. Now, I will say that I have been very humbled about talking about what I think coaches are going to be good ever since Urban Meyer, because I really thought he was going to be.
That's fair.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
So that one right there was like, okay, you can't. But I do believe Liam is good for Trevor. I don't know how great of a head coach Liam is.
Yeah.
But I think he's perfect for what Trevor needs.
Okay.
Did you see the redraft? The PFF did the redraft of 2021, and it is. They say Trevor would still be the pick, and that's a draft that had Jamar Chase and Pat Surtain and Micah Parsons, and it's because of the position.
Yep.
And I think it does say something that there's enough belief and confidence in a guy that you would hold off that pack of guys.
Yeah, I
when
mean,
it came to starting, to
if for some weird reason Trevor became available, there would be
for sure
15 teams throwing whatever they could out of him. I mean, he is that talented of a guy. So hopefully it shows this year.
Yeah.
I know we're going to talk quarterbacks, and I want to get to AR here in a second. I know you're looking forward to that one. But I came across this because it fits into quarterbacks, right? And there are some things about Trevor that just sound like excuses, but they're fact. The drops, all the catchable, all those analytics are way worse for him than almost anybody else you need production from. Receiver tandems in the NFL. I've got a list here that's listing the top 10. I'm going to tell you who didn't make it, and then ask you if the Jags are going to be in the top 10. I went into this thinking they would be, although Travis Hunter has not proven it yet.
Yeah.
These are the honorable mentions to the top 10 receiving duos.
Okay.
Zay Flowers, Rashad Bateman. DJ Moore, Rome Odunze. Jaden Reed, Matthew Golden. Rashee Rice, Xavier Worthy. Mike Evans, and Chris Godwin.
Ooh, wow.
Are the Jaguars in the top 10 with those being the honorable mentions?
The only one that really grabbed me was Tampa.
They should be in the 10. And when I get to this list, you'll think it more. I mean, I would. Now, Godwin's coming back from injury, but I would take Evans and Godwin over a lot of the ones I'm about to tell you.
I feel like our two guys' ceiling, though, is way higher than a lot of those duos.
That's fair.
I just haven't seen it yet.
Number 8, Brian Thomas Jr., 1 year, 87 catches, 1282, 10 scores, and Travis Hunter in 2 preseason games, 2 catches. We're projecting here, but there's plenty of reasons folks are buying into a Trevor Lawrence rebound under new coach Liam Cohen. Let's start with the known asset. Thomas might be a top 10 receiver on his own accord, instantly starring. Now he's got Hunter by his side and, the big play potential.
Well, it needs to be that way.
By the way, 7, Hill and Waddle, 6, Adams and Nakua. That's a sneaky good one. I don't know why people think Devontae Adams isn't still playing like a top 5 guy. He is. You just haven't noticed the last couple of years. Lions, Jameson Williams, Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Like how Jameson Williams is progressing. Amon-Ra is one of the top 5 in the league.
Cowboys, CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens. That'll be depending on how Pickens does there. Number 3.
5's crazy on that one.
Number 3, Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison. I don't have a problem with that. It's another good one.
Jordan will be missing some time to start the year, but yes.
Bengals, Chase Higgins.
Yeah.
So who does that leave as number 1? I would thought that would have them or the Vikings. Who does that leave at number 1? Who are we not thinking of here? Who's the number 1 receiving duo? I just gave you all of the good ones. Who would it be?
Who are we missing?
Yeah, exactly. Who are we missing?
Now I'm running through teams.
Yeah, I know. Been through a bunch of them.
You're good at this. Philly.
Well, if they say Philly, that's way wrong, but it must be. They're the only one left. That's not right. That's wrong. Yeah, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith is not the best duo. It's a good one.
They're top 10.
Yeah,
for
they're
sure.
top 10.
Yeah.
I'm not saying, but I don't think they're. I'm going to ask you right now. If you could have A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith or Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, who are you taking?
Well, I'd take Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase.
Well, that's what I mean.
For sure. Yeah, for sure.
But
I mean, A.J. Brown had 67 catches last year for 1,000 yards, buddy. I know how good you are play to play, game to game.
Yeah.
The Jag stuff though, go back to that. I mentioned the ceiling thing. Man, if those guys are what we think they are, though,
yeah.
I mean, they are a future top 3 duo.
What if I told you this? I think that in the end, as the year progresses, Travis Hunter will be playing more corner than receiver.
Do you really?
Yeah, because I think they feel good about their receiving core.
Yeah.
More than their cornerback core. I think they feel good. And injury could dictate where he plays, right?
Man, listen, you gave a lot away for that guy.
I'm not saying he's not going to play receiver.
What I'm saying is you play him where he's best at. With what you gave for that.
Isn't he best at corner?
Is he?
I think so.
I don't know. That's the glory. I think about the same in both.
Yeah, but corner just looks so natural.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all see the balls he goes up and get? The one thing that we've not had any here are difference makers.
Do when he's covering a guy. That's when I see him go get those
the ball
balls.
skills.
No, I see it. No, bro. You got to look at the receiving touchdowns.
I've seen the receiving touchdowns.
They're every bit as impressive as the this guy's ball tracking ability, knowing, and he's the one that knows where it's going to go on offense versus defense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's what makes him fun.
All right, where I mean, you don't know what they are. Where? What?
Bro.
Does he get spot starts this year and you just he starts over somewhere else? If you're Indy, have they reached the point of no return as far as the waiting game? What,
I got to tell you, go ahead, Denny, you comment first.
I'm as baffled as everybody else. I don't know anything. I've texted with him just, hey man, how you doing?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know anything. But it is. I mean, you draft a developmental quarterback.
I know. There's no such thing as that in the NFL.
Yeah, but
there's just not.
The only thing he's missing is games. I don't know. I mean, they've got their reasons. Obviously, they want to win football games, and they feel like that gives them the best chance.
The most damning thing is who they're using instead.
Right.
Daniel Jones is.
It doesn't make any sense to me, but I guess nobody asked me and nobody cares what I think.
Right.
I still think the kid has a bright future. He had an amazing offseason. Everything that we heard from training camp was positive.
Mm-hmm.
He's crushing it.
Well, the good news is Daniel Jones can't hold the job. He's terrible. He'll do something bad enough that by week 4 they'll go to AR again and hope he's got something.
AR will play this year. I didn't like the agent popping in. Saying, they maybe should.
Man, I'll defend Derek in this way.
Yeah.
It's emotional because
I know, but
because you've
bite
got
your tongue.
You've got I got it, but you've got this is a kid's career on the line.
I know, but if he plays it,
he just needs reps.
Exactly. So I feel like if AR plays it right and he's not helping the cause, AR plays it right. Okay, I'll do my best. I'm a team guy. Whatever you guys, I want to help us win. That's really all I want to do. He's got to come back a little bit from what happened last year. That part.
But he did that. I mean, he came back at the end of last year.
But
they needed some wins.
He's got to continue to build. But my point is this. What is he, 23?
22.
He's going to get another chance if it's not there.
He's the second youngest quarterback in the NFL still.
Yeah. But he'll get another opportunity somewhere down the line. That's how it works. Look at now. It's a different world now. That's the good news for guys like you and these quarterbacks.
Yeah. No,
if they come and take the money, I mean, if it doesn't pan out with team 1, Baker Mayfield's on team 4.
I agree. No,
Sam Darnold's on team 3.
I was strictly talking about his agent coming out. I mean, that's just I know Derek is salt of the earth guy, like salt of the earth guy.
And you're sticking up for your guy. I get it. I just think
you just care about your guy, and you're sitting there going, well, wait a second, like his career's on the line here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I agree. He probably shouldn't have gone that hard, but I certainly understand it.
Yeah, I guess so. And listen, it's an interesting.
It's going to work out.
Yeah.
It's going to work out one way or the other. I just, you always just hate to see these guys just work so freaking hard, man.
I know.
And he was in, I mean, if we're talking about, this is how much this means to this kid. He was in right when the season ended.
Right.
There's no, I'll see you in March.
Right.
Which is what most of them do.
Mm-hmm. They go to Cabo.
He was in right when the season ended.
Yeah.
Just locked in. And, I think the important thing for him is, can he stay that way?
Yeah.
Now, even with this news, can you stay that way? Because when you get your chance, if you play your cards right,
he will get a chance this year, too, by the way. It's guaranteed. I mean, it's not guaranteed, but he will get a chance this year. I think it's coming. I think he's got to just be patient and wait and see what happens.
Daniel Jones couldn't hold a job in New York with Malik Neighbors.
Yeah.
Okay, Daniel Jones ain't holding that job for the season. No way, no how.
Yeah.
Impossible.
Yeah,
you're probably right.
So we'll make the most of a shot. We'll
Great to see you, my brother. Thanks for the openness. Appreciate it. It's Denny Thompson, the quarterback whisperer. We're back with more next on The Drill.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Let me tell you about this new pretzel cheddar club. Hey, I'm Carlos.
And I'm Ebony. And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club
is the tangy Dijon with the pretzel bun. It takes it to a whole nother level.
It goes perfectly with the chicken and the cheddar cheese and the bacon.
Man, you know how much you love bacon. And I love the different varieties. Grilled, spicy, original. It gets you nice and excited for fall.
Order the Pretzel Cheddar Club with Cherry Berry and Sprite for a limited time on the Chick-fil-A app. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Brackish Vodka, the spirit of the sportsman and proud partner of the Jaguars, is now available at the Fresh Market Spirits and Wine. The Fresh Market Spirits and Wine is a new adult beverage store offering spirits, wine, beer, and accessories at A1A North in Ponte Vedra, a first-of-its-kind destination for thoughtfully curated spirits, wine, and beer as only the Fresh Market can. And now, you can get Brackish Vodka at the Fresh Market. Brackish Vodka, for whatever your sport is. Proud partner of the Jaguars.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Now this is how you end a summer. Under the lights, surrounded by history. The driver's last shot at the playoffs. Your last chance to see regular season action. Friday night, Xfinity lights the fuse. Saturday night, the Cup Series delivers the fireworks. This is Daytona. This is everything. NASCAR weekend at Daytona International Speedway, August 22nd and 23rd. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Hey, Hickett here for Beaches Dermatology. Nobody takes better care of your skin than Beaches Dermatology. Even this guy, the old fellow, went by and got that hydrofacial. Man, I would recommend that to anybody. You want to talk about relaxing? You want to talk about making your face feel better, look better? Yeah, hydrofacial. Get one for your wife, too, by the way, while you're at it. They'll be glad you did. They do a terrific job down there off Solano Road. Shout out. But they want to say and remind you to, man, take care of yourself out there in the sun. We were out golfing yesterday, man. Hats, you betcha. Sunscreen, yeah. Long sleeve dry fits if you need them. You know, you've got to protect that skin. And if something does show up, listen, go see Dr. Boudreaux, Dr. Metz, Dr. Fader, whoever you have to do, they'll take good care of you, man. They will. I promise you, I've been going there for decades. Beaches Dermatology. Go to beachesdermatology.com for all your skincare needs and make an appointment. Different locations to serve you. beachesdermatology.com.
Come to Monahan Jewelers store-wide 40 to 50% off sale going on now for a very limited time. Everything on display is 40 to 50% off at Monahan Jewelers. We've bought so much brand new jewelry, we need to make room for it. Diamond jewelry, engagement semi-mounts, colored gemstones, even gold chains. Right now, everything on display at Monahan Jewelers is 40 to 50% off. Jewelry's going quick, so come to Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyoublow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
This is going to get a little 9 o'clock nasty. These lyrics are, if you're not careful.
Oh.
Just so you know,
we had some nasty music on the golf course yesterday.
You and he did.
Yeah.
On your speaker, yeah.
We were rocking, but I didn't realize
I kept it a little tame, man.
Oh, We had some nasty going on out there, didn't we?
Little TPC nasty.
We got into some culture talk about music and such. It was beautiful.
You bet.
Two people bonding together.
Sure. Like Ebony and Ivory.
Oh, there's no doubt. Backseating.
Yeah.
I put a little vase on his neck. Off we went.
Good Lord. The backseat vassers, they are. Yeah. No doubt about that.
He said, that feels good, Hick.
Yeah, we had a good time out there until Armageddon blew in, the apocalypse event. I don't know if I've hit golf shots seeing lightning like all around me as much as we had to get through 17. And it started acting like it was going to rain in 5 minutes on about 15.
Maybe even 14.
And so we're just kind of rushing.
And you can't rush.
Yeah.
There's no rushing.
Right.
You want to rush.
Yeah.
You can't rush because there's people in front of you.
people in front of
and
you,
everybody
yeah.
gets the 17 experience. You have to understand there was a guy in front of us, which was awesome. Dude hit the green and rolled in a birdie putt. He jumped 10 feet in the air.
They were taking
and we
pictures.
started cheering. And
we were on
waving
the
our
tee.
arms on the tee. He looked back and threw us a fist pump. I mean, it was awesome.
Toto and Dorothy just flew by through the air. I mean, it was howling out there by that time. But we had a
if
good
we
day.
had
Played
played
pretty
18, it probably would have been Caddyshack-esque at the end. Greatest round of my life.
Yeah. I don't. You know what? I don't remember it really. I don't know when it rained on the course. We could have gotten it down, but it would have been perilous.
Well, we stopped on.
It never rained on me before I got to the car, though.
Yeah,
it did rain on us on 11.
No, I'm talking about at the end of the
but we had to sit through a little sun shower there.
Oh,
and it was a hard sun shower.
Yeah.
It's uncomfortable.
Those are no fun.
Shams says Malik Beasley is no longer a target of the federal gambling investigation. He's a free agent, and he's one of the top shooters in the NBA, right?
Yeah, well, and good. It didn't make sense for him to be, involved in that stuff.
Yeah.
I think what may happen, though, maybe unbeknownst to the player, it could be a buddy of his or someone who tells a buddy, hey, Malik ain't playing tonight.
Right.
Or Malik's got something wrong. So they got to be, and I wouldn't be surprised if that's the way that played out. That he got, somebody, and maybe not even trying to. Well, I don't know. I mean, if you're using it to make money, of course you're trying.
E, while you search for that, did I give you the information on that?
I forgot what name it was.
Okay. It's at Happy Hour SPRTS. Happy Hour Sports. Anyway, it's on Twitter, but I'll bring up another topic. Did you see what the Dick said?
Excuse me?
The Dick?
Are you talking about NFL Hall of Famer Eric Dickerson?
Yes. Isn't that his nickname?
Was he making a guest appearance on your favorite show, or
no? He was not on Schitt's Creek.
Okay,
and it's only 8:41. I'd like you to clean it up a little bit.
The kids.
Well, if you ask me, I tell you.
I mean, I can just imagine a fifth grader right now asking mom, "Why would Mr. Hicken call the NFL Pro Football Hall of Famer
the Dick?"
Exactly,
because that's his nickname.
I don't know about that.
You don't know about that?
Yeah.
You got to get with the times. NFL, he says.
1984, bro.
Eric Dickerson says the NFL told teams not to draft Shedeur Sanders. The NFL told teams do not draft him. We're going to make an example out of him. Somebody called the Browns and said, don't do that. Don't draft him. Do you believe that? I don't believe that.
No, I don't believe that at all. That sounds incredibly.
The NFL will draft.
Incredibly unhinged.
Yeah.
Why? For what reason?
Yeah.
What lesson? That's ridiculous.
E, do you have any belief in that whatsoever?
Like, my question is like, yeah, where did you get this from?
Yeah, he said it was a high-placed NFL guy that he trusts.
Yeah.
That's what the Dick said. That's what he said. I don't believe him.
He said it on the Dan Patrick show.
Yes, he did. And Albert Breer didn't believe him either, but I mean.
Yeah, he kind of. But yeah, I'm not. I mean, I don't know. It's just such a real gray area because you think about it. Why did they draft Shedeur with the 5th round when they took another guy with the 3rd round?
Right.
And what Eric Dickerson said was,
I got 3 official nicknames for Eric Dickerson according to the bio. One is Mr. Benny.
Yeah, never heard that.
The second is the Rambassador.
Never heard that one.
And the other is Mr. Fourth Quarter. I know where am I finding him referred to as
the Dick.
Exactly. So I think you may have invented that one on your own, and you've said it so many times that you take it to be some sort of official nickname. And previously, I think it's always been uttered a little more privately.
Yeah, he stated that.
Still today.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm just really not. The Rambassador, maybe.
The Rambassador. Who calls Eric Dickerson the Rambassador?
Like the one that's showing up on Pro Football Reference and on his thing is Mr. Benny. Whatever that is.
Mr. Benny?
That's correct.
I never heard
As in what?
I haven't either.
As in what? Like, what does the Benny part mean?
No. Let's see.
Benny knees? Benny high stepping?
You would think.
All the benefits he got at SMU?
Maybe that's it.
I haven't gotten to the, let's see, Mr. Benny.
Mr. Benny.
Yeah.
All right, I want to play this for you real quick before we go to break. This is Gronk and Edelman.
Okay.
Talking about the Jags.
This year's Jags?
Yeah, it's always good they have a podcast. It's always great to get national perspective.
Sure.
One of the things that
And
we started the show with was Do you feel better or worse about the Jags? What do you think? And this is two guys who have rings and things and played for a great franchise. So let's hear what they think.
I'm excited for Liam Cohen and Duval.
Really? I feel like that's the least exciting situation there.
No. They brought Travis Hunter's there.
Okay.
They got Brian Thomas Jr. there, who had a really great rookie year. They have a paid quarterback. They've got pretty good tight ends. Liam Cohen's supposed to, Liam Cohen got Baker Mayfield back to Baker Mayfield, this is a big year. I'm excited to see what they're going to do in Duval. They got to step it up. They got a lot of money over there, like invested in players. They went and had a huge draft by getting Travis Hunter, the most exciting football player. I want to see him, dialed in, anything to make the quarterback. I want to see anything to see Trevor Lawrence succeed, because that's what has to happen for them to do well. Mm-hmm. And this is like a winnable division. I'm excited to see what the Houston Texans do too. But I mean, let's go Duval. This is a competitive division where everyone has a shot because no one's really proved.
That's fair.
I like that.
I think that's where we all sit.
Yeah.
Pretty.
Yeah. Interesting. Back to, let's do this. Let's grab a catch-up break. We'll come back. We'll do more what?
Just looking at some of the reactions. People have driven off the road, hit a fire hydrant because if your nickname for the
I thought that was his nickname.
Yeah. I thought, was that wrong? Is that frowned upon here?
Is that bad?
This is the drill. It's a GFL Friday.
I do?
The drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Hear the big moments and game-changing plays.
That is another pick six. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Your home for the most play-by-play is 1010XL.
Hi, I'm John Haney from Clearwater Gutters and Drainage. After heavy rains, the problems are obvious. Mulch blown out of your beds, water standing around your foundation, and that fancy new crater back behind your bushes. Let Clearwater Seamless Gutters help you solve the problem spots.
Clearwater Seamless Gutters. We can't sing a lick, but we sure are good at gutters.
And drainage, too. Find out more at clearwaterjacks.com.
Summer's winding down, and we know you want to enjoy what's left of it. But before you celebrate this Labor Day weekend, plan ahead and know all your options. If you drink, don't get behind the wheel. Instead, designate a sober driver or catch a ride service. And if you are the designated sober driver, commit to staying sober. Celebrate responsibly and remember to drive sober or get pulled over. This message brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
Sometimes you agree with him, sometimes you don't.
On the runway, I'm coming in hot.
CBS Sports senior NFL writer Pete Prisco joins the Frangie Show Friday afternoons on 1010XL. Brought to you by Showtime Sports Cards and Collectibles.
The experts at AMCO have been fixing cars for almost 60 years. Over that time, they've gotten more complex than ever. That's why our techs undergo rigorous training and certifications, so they can fix anything, including the most complicated repairs that come with some of the latest technologies. After 60 years, there's nothing we haven't seen or fixed. It's how we know cars inside and out.
Money tight? We can finance almost anybody. Find the AMCO transmissions nearest you at amcojacksonville.com.
What defines a hero? Dedication, loyalty, courage. Every day at AMCO, we serve heroes. For over 60 years, we've repaired and maintained the most critical public service vehicles. From complex transmissions to simple brake jobs with flexible financing and the extra safety precautions we need. The heroes we serve don't all wear uniforms. They're people like you. At AMCO, we're proud to serve all of you. AA MCO.
Family owned and operated in Jacksonville, Orange Park, St. Augustine, and St. Mary's, Georgia.
You know what a great word is in any arrangement? Guarantee. We know what guarantee means, and guarantees exactly what Chad and Sandy give you when it comes time to selling your home. What worries you? Jacksonville area homes are selling, but getting the right price requires aggressive marketing, proven systems. Hiring the experts who know how to create demand is crucial. You need Chad and Sandy Newman. Maybe you want max price. Chad and Sandy will bring your home to market with unmatched exposure, no required costly repairs. Pick your move date, no long-term contracts, but let's just skip it and get to the guarantee, man. Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they'll buy it. Simple as that. Nicolette and Daniel in Panther Creek, we don't recommend this, but we bought our new house before we sold our old one. Then worst case scenario happened. Our old home failed to sell in 1 year. Another realtor. Finally, we got smart, hired Chad and Sandy. They sold it in 10 days above asking price. Go to chadandsandy.com or call 414-6200.
At Performance Painting, we've spent decades protecting commercial properties with durable, long-lasting coatings. And we can bring the same expertise when painting the exterior of your home. With industry-leading materials and a proven process, we extend the life of your home, reducing maintenance costs and preserving its value. Now, for a limited time, save $500 when you hire us to paint your home's exterior. Just mention 1010XL. Go to performancepainting.com to schedule a friendly estimate. Performance Painting. Repair, protect, preserve.
Performance Painting.
All right, we interrupt today's radio program for this halftime trivia. What's hiding in your air ducts right now? A, dust and allergens. B, mold spores. C, last season's popcorn. Or D, all of the above. If you guessed D, that's right. There's popcorn in there. If you guessed D, it's all of the above. So call Lloyd's Heating and Air for a new system. Get 50% off duct cleaning. Residential and commercial, by the way. Family owned, trusted by North Florida. Dial Lloyd's Heating and Air or visit Lloyd'sHeatingandAir.com. Lloyd's Heating and Air, keeping you comfortable in every season. A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
The dog days of summer are here, and Superior Fence and Rail is throwing you a bone. Right now, get 5% off any fence project 100 linear feet or more through August 22nd. Whether you're looking for added privacy or to keep your pets and family safe, now is the perfect time to invest. Contact Superior Fence and Rail today for your free estimate. Cannot be combined with other offers. New contracts only.
When you're on the fence, about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, welcome back.
Thank you.
Got a golf question for y'all boys, man.
Before you do, just let me say this, because I want the golf question. But Booger said this, and do you guys agree with this? Jalen Ramsey played the hold in the correct way. Still got paid, didn't play, and eventually got what he wanted. If I'm Micah, I follow that playbook. Doesn't that take away a little bit of your
integrity?
Yes.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, doesn't that? I
Well,
mean, is that
this just in a lot of people
because wait, so Micah, you want $47 million instead of $42 million? I mean, so that you're gonna actually not play?
Well, the ship sailing integrity left the port a long time ago, and the yacht with all the cash is still sitting there in the moorings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these players, every one of them, take cash over integrity. I think it's despicable the way the way that Jalen, maneuvered his way out of here, faking a back injury, lying, letting down your teammates, middle finger in your fan base, but thinking you're bigger than anyone else, thinking you're better and smarter than the coach and the GM. Yeah, get out of here, man. Pound rocks.
Yeah.
So, no, if you want to hold out to get your way, what Jalen did is he gives, he did the other way. He was, quote, injured, so he's keep getting paid while he let his team down. Because Jalen doesn't care a damn thing about anything but the money. So, he wouldn't be the right case study for the integrity versus cash. But more and more, cash is king, and whatever else and however else you get there, doesn't matter. It feels that way.
All right, what you got, E?
So I follow a lot of these golf pages on social media. One of my favorites is Zaire Golf. That's a good one. And the Golf Bandit. And they ask these golf questions. And I brought this up to Jeff yesterday, but I couldn't remember it, so this is good. It says, if you're playing 18 holes with just a club, just 3 clubs and a putter, what's in your bag?
What clubs are you playing with?
Yes. You only get 3 plus your putter.
Yeah, that's going to depend on who the player is.
Yeah. What would you pick?
Yeah, what would you pick?
And I'm playing a normal golf course. I'm going out to play a normal golf course. I would probably, Yeah, I'd probably go like driver 8-iron sandwich.
Yeah.
And I would just sack it. There's going to be some holes I'm not getting on in 2. But I got to get that. I got to have that. And now there's going to be par 3s that I can't get. Now I'm screwed if I get to a par 3 where I'm going to carry 170.
Yeah.
I got nothing to hit it. Choke that on a driver. I think part of you would want to go like, and I might consider this hybrid, 7-iron pitching wedge.
Okay.
That might get you around a little bit better.
Interesting.
What about you?
Me, I would take my fairway wood, obviously, and not my driver, just because I use that so much on the in the fairway, and I can hit it. If I hit it well, I can hit it almost as far as my driver. Unfortunately, secondly, I would take probably my 8, and then probably the wedge. Yeah, those 3.
Oh, by the way, Jalen and Parsons, don't forget, we mentioned, have the same agent. So they know the game plan. If you want to just go out there and practice one day, Micah, and pretend like you hurt your Achilles like Jalen would do, jake it and pretend and fake an injury and then be sure, though, in your avatar to be pushing this great, shield of faith that you live your life under. Throw that in there just for extra charge.
We are locked into the Tour Championship and a lot going on. After day 1, if you added up all the winnings, the Tour would be in last place. That would be our friend.
Oh, you've added them up. Okay.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. How far back? I go into first, I guess, with Henley.
Yeah, you would go. Yeah, I'm $1 million ahead of you. Well, not quite $1 million ahead of you, but you would catch me with Henley, obviously $3.6 million.
And I got JT. We went through them before. We're all good, and Tour's bad.
Tour's not terrible, but they're...
Hovland's hurting him. You can't have that. You can't have a guy that only makes $200,000 or something.
Yeah, you got to have him up in the top 10.
But it doesn't matter for him. He's already paying it off.
Yeah, he's clear.
In a symmetrical, just world, he'll finish last, and this thing will be put to bed. But in a harsher,
reality-driven,
perhaps karmic world, one of us will be spinning the wheel.
And in a kick in the giblets world, Rory shoots a 61 today, and all of a sudden we're in the we're screaming in agony.
Yeah, that could happen. That definitely could happen. I think I figured out that if I can get one of my guys just finished 3rd, I can't be last.
Okay.
I think.
Well, then I should probably be like that.
You're
as
probably
well.
the same way. I think that's the case, but double check. Maybe if somebody has 1st and 2nd and you have 3rd, it might not. But then you're catching the other ones because there's not.
Boys are already off and running. If you had Sepp Straka, it would have been a big mistake. He's 4 over for the tournament. He's played 4 holes today. Maverick McNeely's another bad pick. Harry Hall's down there. Gotterup's down there. Gotterup's Ryder Cup magic has kind of left.
Is this one of those tournaments where they immediately round 2, they stack it by how you finished round 1, or do you have your same partner, Thursday, Friday? I wonder if they don't.
I don't know.
Let me
will say this.
Yeah, they do. Every day because yesterday Scheffler played with Roy. By the way, Scheffler and Rory, it was a very charming day of golf together. They interacted with each other. They were recognizing when one hit a shot. Like Rory had a putt where he had to really read the break, and he barely missed it, and Scheffler had it right after him, and he was able to snake that teach off of his break, and he made it. They kind of shrugged at each other.
I saw the highlights. Rory went off the grandstand on 18 on purpose. He had a chip.
Yeah.
And he banged it so it came back down the hill and had it and made the putt.
I didn't see that, but he did make the putt off of that.
He Happy Gilmore'd it, basically.
Yeah. Oh, so they'll they redraw then. So Henley and Scheffler will go off at 10:44, which means a lot of guys are already off right now. It seems like they're going off maybe a little bit earlier today than they did yesterday.
Well, they got stuff to do tonight.
Yeah, because yesterday our guys didn't go off, some of them till 1, 2 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And today,
anyway, maybe
some rain too.
Maybe weather.
Yeah.
But anyway, so something to keep an eye on going forward. But you have Morikawa.
I do.
And Scheffler.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you're loving life right now.
Looking good.
Loving life right now. Patty Camplay came out of nowhere with a 64 yesterday. I need my boys Fleetwood and Ludwig. Both had solid rounds, 6 under, 4 under. So let's go.
I got 1 in T3.
Mm-hmm.
E's got 2 in T3.
Yeah, I got T3 and T8.
You have T3 and T8. Tour has T8. Isn't that McElroy? T8. Yeah, T8. And then Hovland, T17.
By the way, you asked the question yesterday, would you take the Field or Scheffler? And we all said the Field, and it was proven.
No, we said Scheffler.
I mean, Scheffler, and that was proven in our fantasy golf, where like of 20 guys, 18 of them took Scheffler. Because if you take Scheffler, you get Scheffler basically and one other guy or two other guys.
That's what I did.
And
I was lucky I took Henley with him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter. I can't. I'm out of it. I can't catch him in that one. Anywho, oh boy, the 9 o'clock nasty.
More from the Dick.
Oh, GFL Friday.
Coming up, Eric Dickerson's comments. We'll have those for you in the 9 o'clock nasty now.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
I'm Greg Coleman, former Reigns High Viking and Minnesota Viking.
This is Bill Polian of ESPN
on 1010 XL
92.5 FM.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party.
No, you see, you get $150 in bonus bets after. Right now at Beard's Time. Right now at Beard's Diamonds, pay $0 down and get 0 interest financing for 5 whole years. Yes, you heard it right. That $12,000 designer engagement ring is yours now for just $200 a month. This makes everything affordable. How about a $6,000 diamond eternity band, just $100 a month? Say goodbye to high interest rates. Get the relief you deserve at Beard's Diamonds. But hurry, this incredible offer ends August 31st and will not be extended. How about a $3,000 pair of diamond earrings, only $50 a month? Make any purchase and spread your payments over 5 years with 0 down and 0 interest financing. Rings, earrings, bands, bracelets, pendants, colored gemstone jewelry. Let our non-commissioned experts at Beards help you find the perfect piece of jewelry. And take advantage of our best financing offer ever. Beards Diamonds in the St. John's Town Center, Jacksonville's premier locally owned jeweler. Shop now and enjoy 0 interest financing for 5 years. Hurry, this amazing offer ends August 31st. On approved credit, some restrictions apply. See store for details.
This Date in Sports History is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On August 22nd, 1989, Texas Rangers pitcher Nolan Ryan would strike out batter number 5,000 for his career, which would be Oakland A's outfielder Ricky Henderson.
Hey, Hicken here from my friends at Cleaning Freaks at Zero Res. What a great time of the year as we head into Labor Day weekend next weekend to get the house ship-shape for the fall football season. Guests, you know, you've had a busy summer, maybe graduation parties, barbecues, family gatherings. Now's the time to get that home Zero-Resified. And they can handle anything: carpets, tile, hardwood rugs, upholstery, air ducts. Every surface in your home they can take care of. So call the cleaner pros at Zero Res. Here's what you do. Get that home of your Zero-Resified 3 rooms of carpet clean starting at just $135, plus they're throwing in a free hallway and take $100 off air duct cleaning as well. Schedule your appointment at ZeroResJacksonville.com, ZeroResJacksonville.com, or call them 287-5727, 287-5727. Ask for the 1010 XL special. Zero Res, you spell it backwards, you spell it forwards. You know what it does? It spells the same. Zero Res.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
This is Greg Huntington, a.k.a. The Mangler. I'm on the winning team at Waste Management. If your business needs sustainable environmental services for waste removal and recycling collection, then you can count on the industry leader of WM to deliver results. Go to WM.com/Duval.
You wouldn't drive your car 50,000 miles without an oil change. So why are you ignoring your septic tank? Septic tanks need to be pumped every 3 to 5 years. Call 904-862-6769 to schedule your septic pump out with the pros at Duck Duck Rooter.
It's time to elevate your back-to-school style with luxury and a brand-new Cadillac.
Discover the 2025 Luxury XT6, a spacious 7-seat SUV starting at just $49,195. Perfect for carpooling or weekend adventures.
That's right, or step up your game with the stunning 2026 Vistique, Escalade, and Escalade IQ.
I want to go back to school in style.
You can. Visit us at Randy Marion Cadillac on Southside Boulevard in Jacksonville. This school year, it's all about style.
Plus tax tag title $999 admin fee and resist all on approved credit.
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update brought to you by the Jumbo Shrimp. I'm E.T. Your Jacksonville Jaguars are in action this weekend as they travel to Miami to take on the Dolphins. And if you are wondering if the starters will play,
we are not going to play our starters.
Per Liam Cohen, the starters will not see the field. Sound courtesy of Jaguars.com. Currently, it's 9:04 and it's 78 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Beulah Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Beulah.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. This is your Duval Minute. Brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
Liam Cohen calls them the joints, and the joints yesterday weren't great. I think in hindsight, if they could have done it again, they would have done it last week instead of this week. The Dolphins have been through a lot of joints, and if we just compare the joints, Detroit went and whipped the Dolphins in the joints. The Dolphins had some success against the Jaguars in the joints. That doesn't bode well for Jacksonville. But then I also point out it's just the preseason, and what can you gain from the preseason? Nothing. Remember, we've been preseason champions the last 2 years, a perfect 6-0 until this season. And what did it get us? Nothing. No postseason at all in the last 2 seasons. So let it play out. We'll start keeping score 2 weeks from Sunday when they take on the Carolina Panthers. And that's your It's brought to you by our friends at Lift Power. Lift Power is so good. Experienced lift truck, dock, and door technicians jump on this opportunity. The benefits, they give you a 401k. They give you a company vehicle. They give you paid training. They give you a sign-on bonus. That's why Lift Power is one of the best places to work year in and year out. It's rapidly growing. There's more. They've served Jacksonville for more than 50 years. That's stability. They're family-owned and operated. You can be part of the family. Don't let this opportunity slip by. Learn more by visiting liftpower.com. That's liftpower.com.
I'm feeling X-rated. It's Mr. Nasty time. Oh, Mr. Nasty time. The nasty time.
It's time. Now, it's time for the 9 o'clock nasty on the drill.
We're wasting time.
Here are Jeff Prosser, Dan Hicken, and E.T.
E.T., I've decided that I would like to throw my my hat into the ring. For next year's Creator Classic here at the TI.
Oh, yeah?
Well, it dawns on me after doubling one. I rattled off how many pars in a row, Dan Hicken?
7.
7. It's only a 9-hole event. I'm thinking if I could do the Creator Classic, if I could, double or bogey the first hole and then par 7 in a row, I'd probably make it to the shootout.
Yeah.
Where yesterday on 17, I would have performed just fine.
Yeah.
And perhaps I could claim the $100,000 prize for the Creator Classic. The Creator Classic, by the way, about to go way of the dodo. It is lost. I saw that last year they did the Creator Classic in Atlanta for the Tour Championship. Got 117,000 views. The Creator Classic this year they did in Atlanta got like 22,000 views.
Yeah.
So it's losing its steam. They're gonna have
We were talking about it.
I don't want to watch these same people.
Right.
Bleep Gabby Golf Girl. I'm not taking my golf cues from a 16-year-old girl or some redneck dude that doesn't even play golf. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, apparently I'm told on the text line I was talking about Scotty and Rory. I guess I saw just a part of the whole show.
Right.
They had a stretch of about 6 to 7 holes where their approach shots were right next to each other. The first guy would putt and just miss, and then the second guy would bang it in after getting the read. So they kind of went back and forth like that. That led to some of the yesterday's golf highlights. The Panthers ended their preseason. You think we got concerns? How many passes do you think Bryce Young attempted this preseason?
Well, I knew he was 0 for 2 in one of the games.
Yeah. 8 total.
He didn't play last night?
No.
Yeah.
8 total passes. He went 4 for 8, 1 touchdown, got sacked twice. The Panthers were outscored 69-23 in 3 games.
Yeah.
Now, again, that scoreboard doesn't matter. The top 22 aren't playing 60 minutes. Until anything that we think, and by the way, game 1 will still be way too early, but anything we think until we see them out there playing a regular season game, it can be proven, wrong.
Yeah.
Right?
We have no idea.
Yeah,
and then you mix in week 1, which is always quirky. And it's like, this is going to be one where we're favored.
Yeah.
Normally we're not. So here we are, favored to win our first game. We're going to be favored against Carolina at home. And it's so important. I mean, it's just so vitally important for the psyche of this football team, I think. You just got to have so much into it. It's a game where coaching matters because you got 2 weeks to prepare. It's a game where, again, I mean, we could lose our next 4, but if we can just win that first game, man, just to get that one out of the way and not have to deal with, thoughts because of what we did last year and how we started. And listen, when you go 0-1, then everybody says you can't go 0-2. And then if you happen to go 0-2, it's like, well, basically your season's on the line the next week because 0-3, you're dead in the water. It would be nice to be 1-0.
If we're 0-3,
I know. It would be nice to be
2 home games. That's a division game. That's hitting every possible.
I know.
I do not. I rebuke this conversation. Let's go in another direction.
Okay.
0-3. By the way, can I protect the sanctity of the only good slogan I've come up with in my life? Okay?
Please, protect it.
This isn't a result in a Super Bowl, but I keep having people come back at me with NFL teams don't get better, they get better quarterbacks, okay? Can I ask everyone a question?
Please.
When Trevor Lawrence was drafted and the Jags were coming off 1-15, are the Jaguars not better now than they were then?
Yes.
Yes. There you go. Now, that doesn't mean that this wasn't enough.
Sadly, last year, though, they were only 3 games better.
But now this also goes without saying, maybe that better wasn't enough. Maybe the next better one will have to be. But this notion that the Jags didn't get better drafting, whether or not it's reached your better enough, that's a different story.
You protect.
But better? Mm-hmm. Man, I don't know where y'all been.
Jaylen Brown, good dude, right?
Great dude.
Jaylen Brown, guy gives back to community. Jaylen Brown, guy who seems to be I watch him get interviewed. He seems to be a well thought out with his answers. Heck of a basketball player.
And paid, too.
Yeah. Was he 65?
That's 57, wasn't it? Or maybe it was the 60.
Yeah, I think he's the highest paid right now. Right? No, Shea went and got that. But, yeah, anyways, he's paid.
Yeah. Dad, though, maybe not so much. Marcellus Brown.
Okay.
Arrested. Attempted murder. Stabbed a youth football coach during a dispute over a parking spot.
Oh, man.
What are we doing?
No.
What's happening?
People are angry, man, and life is not valued enough. I don't know if that's what the reasons are, but you can't just go killing people like it's a bug on the windshield.
Attorney representing Jaylen Brown's father, Marcellus Brown, said in a courtroom minutes ago his client was acting in self-defense during that violent parking lot dispute in Vegas on Wednesday. The lawyer said Marcellus only got physical with Cross Tupuola after the youth football coach had pistol whipped him. Now, again, that's 2 sides to every story. Everything I know, and I've known Mr. Brown for quite some time, I do not believe he initiated anything. He's telling me that everything that occurred was him trying to defend himself after he was struck. Police documents obtained stated Marcellus and Tupuola got into a verbal argument after the NBA superstar's father had dinged the latter's vehicle with his Lincoln Navigator's door. The tiff escalated after Tupuola allegedly accepted Marcellus's challenge to a fight. Marcellus is accused of stabbing him multiple times during an ensuing quarrel. The documents make no note of a gun. Critical condition. Marcellus sustained a broken toe, scraped knees, and a bruised cheek. So that's...
you can't get pistol whipped if there's no pistol.
Can't get pistol whipped if there's no pistol. But yeah.
Yeah, I'll be careful out there, man. That road rage stuff is crazy.
Don't. Okay, I'm sorry.
People think the road is theirs. People get offended if you turn or you go around them like you're on their property.
Let me ask you guys both this airport question. I saw this also. I wanted to get your take on this. Lady got incensed over another lady. She's at the airport. She's a single traveler. Single travelers, sometimes there are some challenges. If you're traveling single, right? Somebody's got a lot of luggage, whatever. So she asked the lady next to her, who she doesn't know, hey, would you mind watching my stuff so I can go to the restroom? And she's basically getting up and going to go to the restroom.
Okay.
Other lady says, no.
All right, fair.
I'm not going to watch your stuff. The lady then gets incensed, but definite mixed opinion because, by the way, the one thing they say over on the loudspeakers is don't leave your stuff. You're not supposed to leave your stuff.
This again sums up kind of what we just talked about. This lady is offended that her request isn't just granted.
Yeah.
That's not a request. That's an order. No,
right.
I don't want to be responsible for your stuff. What's so hard about that?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know you.
Okay.
I think that's fair, right? Anyway, just thinking about that.
It's some jungle out there, man. People are like stressed to the chin, and they just go off on any little thing, man. Y'all need to get right. I guess we're lucky. We get to get it out on the air.
You're catching some hell.
What happened?
Is it my swing?
No.
Okay.
No. Everybody loves E. However, our good friend Chris Patterson, shout out, former UNF baller.
Swoop.
1,000 points. Terrific former coach at Creekside. He says, what do you mean he hasn't seen Hoosiers? Unacceptable.
I know. It's unbelievable.
I already wrote it down. I'm going to watch
that's
it.
at all time.
He said, and I quote, I'm flabbergasted.
Oh, his gasset has never been so flabbered, huh?
You flabbered him, E.
This is a good point, too. Here's another traffic. Worst thing is you turn your blinker on that. People take it as a challenge to pull up and not let you in. You're better off just not using a blinker these days.
Yeah.
That's true.
Like, people think they're claiming turf, man. Like they're going to sell it for Homestead.
Turf claimers.
Crazy.
All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. We're rocking and rolling here on a Friday. It's Football Friday. Jags play ball tomorrow, against the Dolphins. I know you'll all be glued to your sets.
Yeah, wait, Liam, when you come back, you'll hear Liam Cohen's plan to keep you engaged through tomorrow night's game.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. While you were watching the ball, he saw what happened in the trenches.
I'm Jeff Laudman.
And he tells you about it every Tuesday. Check the tape. 10 to noon on Jaguars Today. Checked by Napa Auto Care on 1010XL.
Cigar smokers, mark your calendars. On August 22nd, 3 to 7, join us at Cigars International Superstore at the Town Center for an epic Oliva event. Meet Ralphie Solar from Oliva. Grab exclusive deals on Oliva boxes and sip drinks at our full bar. Relax in our indoor and outdoor lounges with TVs. Don't miss this smoking good time. This Friday, August 22nd, 3 to 7 p.m., Cigars International Superstore, Jacksonville at the Town Center.
Hey, Jacksonville, Hickett here with a game changer. Gang, I've tested the field, man. Checkmate Coatings is the new go-to for durable, jaw-dropping floor coatings. Yes, nothing better than Checkmate Coatings. Learn the name, know the name. It's Jacksonville's name, man. I tell you what, they'll take care of that garage floor of yours and make that room basically add to your house. You can do anything in there once you get that floor coated. Oh, it's terrific. You can do the patio, your garage, your pool deck. They're there for you. Talk to Brendan, the owner of Checkmate Coatings. He'll go over how he does it, what he does it, how he figures it out. He's very transparent. He's got true Jacksonville crews keeping prices low with no massive overhead. Slam dunk those floors of yours at checkmatecoatings.com. You can learn much more information. Checkmatecoatings.com. They're Checkmate Coatings. They're your floors missing piece.
I'm Hammer and Hayes Carline, and I've been known to drop an opinion like a 2-ton hammer. Weekdays on The Frangie Show.
Hammer Time with Hayes on 1010XL. Driven by Kia on Atlantic. Check us out at KiaOnAtlantic.com.
Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you.
Instant Keys saves the day if you have lost or broken keys. They can program new keys and remotes for nearly every make and model of vehicle at a fraction of the dealership cost. Fast, honest, and reliable locksmith service. Call 722-1111.
Instant Keys. Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you.
Hey, Jacksonville DDH. Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here with the scoop from Dreamfinders Homes, your national builder of the year. We've got first-year interest rates as low as 2.99% in homes in 20-plus communities throughout Northeast Florida. If you're house hunting, make sure your first pick Dreamfinders Homes, the proud official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Florida Gators, and your Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit dfhsalesevent.com today and tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you.
Man, jack of all trades, masters of none? It just feels like at every turn nowadays, every company can do all work. Not us. Hi, Stevie Beatrice here, second-generation plumber right here in Jacksonville, Florida. We are your master plumbing company that only focuses on all your plumbing needs. So for your next plumbing job, don't call another Jack. Call Beatrice Plumbing, where plumbing is what we do and plumbing is what we're great at. Beatrice Plumbing, here to help.
I'm Frank Frangie with the Nimnick Nugget. I've seen enough now to tell you that I think Brian Thomas Jr., Travis Hunter, and De'Ami Brown might form the best trio of receivers the Jags have ever had. Not the best duo. That's Smith and McCardell. I don't know if you'll ever have that again. But they never were able to find that third guy. Alvis Whitted, Reggie Barlow, R.J. Sauer. Never worked out. Well, now they've got three, and they're all really, really good. Really fast, really explosive, really catch the football. I can't wait to watch this trio of Jaguar receivers. I'm Frank Frangie for the Nimnick family of dealerships. Frank Frangie here. Experience professional grade at Nimnick Buick GMC, home of the largest inventory of GMC Sierras in Northeast Florida and Southeast Georgia. This month, save up to $10,000 off select new GMC Sierra 1500s or enjoy rates as low as 0% APR financing. Yes, 0%. You can't find deals like this anywhere else in Jacksonville. So shop 24/7 online at NimnickBuickGMC.com or at the showroom on Phillips Highway. GMC, we are professional grade.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Twin Peaks Scratch Kitchen scores every time. Dig into hand-smashed burgers, chef-inspired flatbreads, and more at your local lodge.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
There's a stranger in my bed. There's a pounding in my head.
We are not going to play our starters. You know, we got them the 2 weeks of work in the first two games. In an ideal world, looking back, if you had the joints earlier on, you wouldn't play them maybe a series in the third, and that's what we did in Tampa last year, and I liked it. But, it'll be a lot of young guys getting some quality work, and there's a lot of guys that we got that are going to play that are fighting for a roster spot or fighting for a roster spot potentially on somebody else's team. And so this is valuable tape. Great challenge that some of them are going to obviously go up against. We're all going to go up against, but it's a good opportunity for those guys as well.
It's valuable for everyone except the forgotten soldier in all this. As always, the fan. There's nothing good about it for the fan. When none of us are excited about your paltry little roster battles for the 53rd spot, we could care less. We'd rather see the real football players play, and I guess they just feel like, playing your starters against someone else's backup, what you're going to really learn. You're going to expose yourself to injury for sure. And, we kind of asked, do you feel more or less optimistic about the Jaguars than you did when the training camp started? I fall in a little less optimistic, but only from the standpoint we never seem to get anything going. Like one day the offense will be good and then the defense would answer for a couple of days. And maybe that's the better way. Maybe you want them both having their moments. But somehow in the games, at least with the first team, the offense has been very proficient. I mean, it hasn't been explosive, it hasn't been great, but it's been very solid, while the defense has just been Yet, if you hear the practice reports and the joint practice yesterday, it's the defense that is, they said Josh Hines Allen, at least I saw multiple, eyes at the workout yesterday. Josh Hines Allen was the best player on the field. Well, we need that. It needs to, that needs to translate.
Well, Bill Simmons is off the Trevor bus.
Yeah.
And how he shredded him. Trevor Lawrence, he was one of my big guys last year, like big year. He's not good. He's not good at football. You're not willing to wait for Liam Cohen. I'm not willing to wait on anything. I don't think he's accurate. I think he throws hospital balls left and right. If I was Brian Thomas Jr.'s family, I'd be terrified every game. I don't think he's a smart quarterback. I think he does dumb bleep, especially inside the 20. Like, I forgot until I went through my notes how bleeping stupid the Jaguars were last year. Weren't they like 0-4? And we were like, how is this team 0-4? I just don't think that goes away. I don't think he has it. And I think he's a complete stay away, not even for $0. I've watched this happen too many times when these people get infected by being on bad teams for too many years. It's like gangrene. Your leg falls off.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
what I'm dealing with Bill Simmons.
It's ridiculous on so many levels. Hey, I would just like to say, hey, Bill, have you ever heard of Matthew Stafford? You jackass. Oh, you're on a losing team for 10 years. I'm 0. You'll never be any good. You're infected. Matthew Stafford, 10 years Detroit, no playoff wins. 1 year LA, Super Bowl. So, yeah, is it a finished product if we arrive? No, of course not. But that is... Congratulations, Bill. That's why you're like us in the media screaming at the clouds, and the people who make football decisions would unanimously, 32 franchise strong, disagree with you.
One of the big stories overnight, SEC will go to 9 games. I don't think it's that big a story, but one thing that they're going to do is they're going to have 3 permanent rivals that you will play year in and year out. And, we're trying to figure out who for the Gators. And a couple years ago, the SEC did one, and they tried to match teams, keeping in rivalries and stuff, and they went for Florida, they went Georgia, Oklahoma, and South Carolina.
Was that officially from the SEC offices, or was that just how we landed as consensus?
I think that was from the SEC.
Yeah, that's terrible, man. And if Scott Strickland or somebody from Gainesville end up there fighting tooth and nail for that garbage, that's garbage.
Around here,
as far as a charter member, we don't get 2 newcomers as your. That's not fair.
In our Dream Finders Homes poll question, Georgia, LSU, Tennessee was the overwhelming pick, 68.6%. Georgia, LSU, Tennessee.
Yeah, I think then that's what mine would be, unless you could somehow change LSU for Auburn. But to me personally, nothing else is acceptable as a Gator fan. To me, it's Georgia, Tennessee, and LSU, or it's Georgia, Tennessee, and Auburn.
Now, the good news is you're going to rotate through a lot more. So you're going to play every 2 years, I think.
You're going to play every team every 2 years. You're going to have home and away every 4 years with every team. This is going to clean up a lot of what was wrong with the unbalanced schedule.
I voted for Mississippi State, Vanderbilt, and Kentucky is what I like.
Yeah, I'd rather play a good team and have a chance to lose than LIU. Like, we're different this week. I wish they played, somebody else. I don't want to play LIU. I hate it. I never think those games would do anything. I think they always give you a false sense of security. You go out, you practice all year. You got the toughest conference in football, and let's go have a game where your 19, 20-year-olds get to feel like they're the best team in the money, in the world.
Yeah.
No one's going to beat us. We're awesome. And then the next week you lose by 2 touchdowns.
Oh, dear. Is
USF decent this year?
Yeah. They're sneaky. They have high hopes.
Yeah.
They have high hopes.
Who was there? I'm sure it's a transfer. Is it a court? I don't mean to put you on the spot. I haven't looked at it yet. I'm still breaking down the complex depth chart that LIU, I'm sure, will bring to town. With
Byram Brown,
parochial school quarterback. They just got him fresh from St. Mark's up there in Poughkeepsie.
Who?
I'm just saying, what is LIU, bro? How ever do they even end up on the schedule?
Todd Bowles' son plays for.
How do you find them? You're University of Florida. Okay, let's get a schedule here. Let me go through who's available. Let's see. Southern Miss. No, it looks like they're taking care of it. Utah. No. LIU. They play football, huh? Yeah. Somebody call them. I wouldn't even be comfortable Florida playing LIU in basketball. LIU in football. That's all time. Is this it, by the way? Did that take the cake?
What's that?
Home games in the history of lopsided, misscheduled home games. Has there ever been a weaker opponent come to the Swamp than Long Island University? Do they even have a team? Like, how big's the roster? Full 80? Like a full?
I think that West Texas State team we beat 77-14.
Is that back like North
in the
Texas?
80s?
Yeah.
Maybe North.
But that's not D1. Is this D1? What are we, FCS with these dudes?
I don't know.
I didn't even know LIU had it. If you would have asked me, honestly, before the schedule, do they have a football program? I would have said, heck no.
Yeah.
Of course they don't. Who do they play with? Like Wagner and,
let's see who LIU plays.
Fairfield and those cats?
Probably.
And is LIU football relatively new?
A lot of questions.
Yeah, no. Well, you're a New Yorker and you're a Gator, and it's on the schedule, and you want that game rather than a different one. So I expect some answers from you.
I'm researching it.
Yeah, you want that game.
They got Eastern Mish week 2, Sacred Heart, Rhode Island, Stonehill, Mercyhurst, Robert Morris, New Haven, Central Connecticut, Duquesne, St. Francis, and end up with a Wagner.
Which week did you say they play Inglewood?
LIU beat Wagner last year, 35-28.
Well, Wagner's not a terrible program.
Lost to St. Francis, though.
What was their biggest loss last year? They've been around for a while? Or, were they a winning team last year? I don't want to play Wagner or St. Francis either, by the way.
TCU beat them 45-0 last year.
That's not terrible. Yeah. The really bad ones lose 70-0. That's still, LIU, what are we doing? Somehow we'll find out. You know how a team like LIU, their only chance is to go get all those, transfers and pay them. And who's going to do that?
Yeah.
Right?
Well, not at
Although LIU, let's be honest, Long Island's a big parcel of land. It's not like you're not like Manhattan. That's the sub, right? I mean, LIU, you could drive around Long Island and feel like you're in the middle of
Long Island,
Clay County.
Oh, we got to take a break. We got more coming up. We'll check in on, is it Friday? We got some advice coming up.
Oh,
we'll
boy.
see.
The mailbag is open. There's some stuff
Might be
going
happening.
on. Yep. Next.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
For over 55 years, Green Acres Sporting Goods has proudly served Jacksonville from the corner of Normandy and Hammond Boulevard. From archery to hunting and fishing, they've got the gear, service, and know-how to get you outdoor ready. Stop by their full-service archery pro shop and check out their wide selection of firearms. And while you're there, sign up for their weekly concealed weapon classes. You can find it all at greenacressporting.com.
Summer's winding down, and we know you want to enjoy what's left of it. But before you celebrate this Labor Day weekend, plan ahead and know all your options. If you drink, don't get behind the wheel. Instead, designate a sober driver or catch a ride service. And if you are the designated sober driver, commit to staying sober. Celebrate responsibly and remember to drive sober or get pulled over. This message brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
Hacker here. You know, those of you that have listened to me for years realize that I used to do a lot of different weight loss things, a lot of different things that I tried that just never worked for one reason or the other. And then Awaken 180 Weight Loss came along, and I heard Mike Dempsey and Matt Hayes talking about it, and I thought, you know what the heck? What do I have to lose? I'm going to give it a try. I had low expectations, to be honest, based on previous history, but I learned very quickly that Awaken 180 Weight Loss is the best weight loss program I was ever on. I dropped 19 pounds my first 2 weeks on Awaken 180 Weight Loss, went on to lose over 100 pounds total. I'm keeping the weight off with the Awaken 180 Weight Loss Maintenance Program. Awaken 180 Weight Loss, without a shadow of a doubt, is the best weight loss program I have ever been on, and the results speak for themselves. If it's time for you to lose some weight like it was for me, go to awaken180weightloss.com or call 844-346-1800. You can do it. Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyoublow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
Hey, it's one of life's most important decisions. If you're 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, you have children, of course you want to take care of your family. That's why I'm here to tell you about Matt Hinson and the Hinson Law Firm. Matt's the attorney. I'm not. But listen, it's time to do that will. Get it done. Get it out of the way. Take care of it. Why? You work hard for your money, man. You should be able to decide where your money goes if something should happen to you. Planning also helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes. And Matt Hinson's your guy. He's been doing it for a long time. He knows how to do it. He's going to help you with your decisions. He'll provide you information needed. So choices are easy. It's the Hinson Law Firm. You got questions, reach out to Maddie. 527-1700, 904-527-1700. The offices are in Jacksonville, Florida. Gang, don't let the state decide your fate.
When your plumbing backs up, your septic's acting shady, or your AC quits on a 95-degree day, who are you going to call? Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. Don't take just our word for it. Here's what real customers are saying about their experience with our company.
Megan in the office was so helpful and polite. Scheduling was easy, and the tech showed up right on time.
From plumbing and septic to air conditioning, we do it all. Call 904-862-6769 or online at duckrooter.com. When you're stuck, call the Duck.
David Lane here, and once again, I'm happy to share news of my success with back and knee surgeries at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. Whatever it is that's bothering you, take it from me. Simply set an appointment today at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists and let them help you get back to normal life. I'm certainly glad I did.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the cool down from the cool guys at Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing. Fast, reliable, and honest service since '87.
We got to cool down with some advice. That's what we got to do.
Well, you come to us from all corners here of the listening area, from the seas of Jack's Beach to the to the dams on Lake Kingsley. We're everywhere in between, north, south, east, west. And I do think people are kind of warming up to the idea. Sometimes it's tough love. Sometimes we feel for you. Sometimes we think you're being idiotic, and we're just going to call it like we see it. So, without further ado, it's time to open the drill mailbag.
Is it time?
It's time. Can I get drill mailbag? We get your life straight music, please.
Yes, please. Oh, wow.
Oh.
Hey, y'all just asked for the music. I just,
All right.
See if we got some.
Yeah.
Makes me wonder what kind of material we have coming our way today.
Right?
Well, actually, I like this one, but it's not sexual in any need.
Okay, good. I'm glad. Well, it doesn't need to be or have to be, so awesome. Good for us.
I mean, I read this and I think in my mind, I wonder what Eric Dickerson, a.k.a. the Dick, would think about it. But dear Drill.
Mm-hmm. Where's this coming from, by the way? What part of town?
This is the beach.
Okay.
Beaches.
All right.
So I'm not sure exactly what street it is, but I have a neighbor across the street and 2 doors down.
Okay.
All right. They have 5 cars. 4 are parked on the street. 1 constantly parks right in front of my house, which isn't even directly across the street from theirs. The street directly across from their house is always empty. I've asked them kindly with polite worded notes on the windshield to please not park in front of our house. Even though it is a public street, I don't think it's a neighborly thing to do. Was I wrong to request this stop in practice?
Okay, I don't think you're wrong.
We all have we all have people who park sometimes in front of our houses.
I think, I don't think you were wrong to request it, but I also think that you're just going to have to rely on how neighborly they are and try not to lose your mind over it if they continue parking on a public street next to your house, which there's nothing you can do.
So you're saying don't go out there with a bat and start smashing the car.
I mean, is it really worth it? I mean, at the end of the day, is it worth it?
No.
Yeah, but
what say you?
But I would like to, I want to know why does one house have 5 cars? That's like the bigger question.
Sometimes kids,
know. I would do this then. Explore. Do you have an HOA? Is there neighborhood rules? The amount? Listen, all I'm going to say is this. I'm tired of you parking. I mean, I don't want you to park. I've asked you. So if you don't park somewhere else, I'm just going to tell them you got 5 cars.
You want a War of the Roses, though?
No, I don't want a big thing. Yeah. But listen, if these were good, kind people, they'd say, oh, sure, no problem. They go park. Here's what happens, though, because sometimes when we have extra people, have to park in some odd spots. Mm-hmm. Maybe they could park like across the street, but it would be in line of somebody backing out, or you know what I mean. You got to park where you're not going to get from the blind side.
What say you?
I'm the perfect person for this. I'm glad this letter came in.
Okay.
Because I deal with this in my neighborhood. Like some of my neighbors, they like to leave their driveways empty and go park in like the visitors or the other open spots. And when those are all full, they'll park on the street.
Okay.
And this is what I like to show my versatility. And show my Karen side.
Okay.
Because I will call a tow truck on your behind. I will call a tow truck on your behind. And I will look out the screen.
Yee.
Get your behind on that, especially if we don't got a good relationship.
Yeah, now, listen. That's a pain, man. I know. It's just something weird. It brings out the analness in all of us when somebody's parked in front of our house and we don't know why.
Yeah.
And then it gets old, especially if my neighbor was parking in front of my house day after day after day after day.
Yeah.
And I said, hey, man, I don't want you parking there every day. They wouldn't park there.
Yeah.
So it's tough to be dealing with somebody that wouldn't just
If they're
honor
not,
your request.
you spoke to them and they didn't do it. Yeah.
But see, they don't have your option. E. They can't call. They're not doing anything wrong.
Hello.
Yeah, but you can't get it towed. They have no reason to tow it.
Right. Oh yeah, that's tough.
Like in your place, it's a little different. Is that it?
No, I got one more.
Okay, all right, one more.
Dear Drill.
All right.
On his second day of work, a new coworker of mine from a different department stole my candy bar. I confronted him, but he'd already eaten it. Everyone was staring at me as I scolded him. He later returned to my department and threw a total of $21.62 at me. Before he threw it at my face, I told him, you don't have to give me any money. His manager later spoke to me defending what he did. He said he was a, quote, nice boy, and that I was out of line to scold him in front of everyone. Drill guys, am I wrong? What should I do since work now is kind of awkward? I never got my candy back, but I did get $21.62.
I can't. This sounds like it is from such a one-person perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can't imagine any scenario in real life playing out exactly as he or she just described that.
Okay.
So it's hard to look. The guy shouldn't have stolen a candy bar. You are not his mama. You shouldn't have publicly scolded him. You could have gone to the side and said, hey, man, you ate a candy bar? Listen, just so you know, you're new here. But when we bring in stuff, it's ours. You don't get to just eat it. It's way more egregious to me for a dude to steal a candy bar, throw money in someone's face, and not be, at least reprimanded. And so the fact that nobody in this place is reprimanding him and they're saying it's her or him, it makes it sound like I'm not getting the full picture.
E?
I can't get past the throwing the money in my face. Have you ever heard of Thriller in Manila?
Yeah.
Rumble in the Jungle. Malice in the Palace. It's going to be all of that if you throw some money in my face, period.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Okay. Well, that did sound way out of line.
That's crazy.
Are we talking about this other employee maybe is under, the spec? I mean, I don't know all what's going on. It feels weird for a boss to come to someone and after all that happened and take the side of that person.
Yeah.
We're not getting all the story here, I don't think.
Last one. Dear Drill. This comes from the young people, so we got to give some advice, some elderly advice.
Shout out from young folk.
Yeah.
I'm a college student finishing up my final year.
Go get it.
There's this girl I've liked since my sophomore year.
Ow!
Unfortunately, things didn't pan out. After I asked if we could hang out one-on-one, she explained that she didn't like romance. We ended up being friends, though. However, I've noticed we're hanging out less and less often. I'm usually one making the effort. It bothers me because we get along quite well, and when we do hang out, it's for a long time. We have good conversations, shared personal stories. The last time we were together, I told her I would leave the initiative with her, and she should tell me when she next wanted to get together. That was 2 months ago, and I'm getting the feeling she probably isn't going to ask me. It makes me sad. If by the end of the semester she doesn't reach out, should I send a message expressing my disappointment but wish her well, or should I ask her if I could meet one more time before leaving? I suppose this would be going back on my word about leaving it up to her, but I don't want to feel regret.
Yeah, no, move along, man.
Yeah.
Move along before you get into that dangerous, clingy world of description that you never want to be
a creeper.
Live and learn here, boss.
We got a creeper. Don't be a creeper.
Do we need to come over there with a bullhorn or with one of those big honking horns from Catlin?
Let that friendship go.
She's told you she's trying to be nice, dude.
Right.
Just
creeper.
Find a different one to throw your
E, what say you?
Hey, bro, you don't want to be that lunch guy or that dinner guy.
Yeah.
That's the guy who she can always call when she's hungry.
Yeah.
Or if there's this new bag. You don't want to be that guy, bro. So just turn around and go the other way. Keep shooting, though. Keep shooting.
She's being nice to him.
Very.
She's friends. He's not romantically interested, and you're not picking on. She's giving you all the clues. And by the way, you probably could still be friends if you weren't putting out this vibe. Right? When you said, I'll leave it up to you to contact me. Well, man, I don't want to contact him. This dude, all he wants to do is be with me.
She's a nice girl, bro.
Yeah.
She'll make you spend your money.
Yeah, that's right. She didn't kill you with what she's doing. You just need to let this one go. Find another one.
Thank you all for your letters, as always.
You're welcome.
That's Dear Drill. You can always send them to us here at 1010XL.com. We'll read them On the air, we'll take a break, make the turn for home next.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Hey, school's in session, and here's today's lesson. We have hundreds of certified vehicles to choose from, starting as low as $89.99. Plus, they come with a 7-year, 100,000-mile peace of mind warranty and free oil changes. That means you and your soon-to-be drivers will be protected. Plus, every purchase allows us to fund teachers' projects for the entire school year. Your next assignment, get to Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine, Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville, or Beaver Mitsubishi in St. Augustine. We're here to wow you and our teachers.
Denny Thompson here. Look, don't get left in the dark. We're all trying to reason with hurricane season, so at least be prepared. For top-of-the-line generators in Jacksonville, I turn to Tyson. Licensed pros at Tyson deliver reliable, whole-home standby generators and provide fast repair service. They even do custom installations for local businesses, so don't wait. Ensure seamless installation and peace of mind. Call Tyson now, 904-762-1000 for a free estimate on generator services. TysonInc.com.
Football is a game of inches, and at Front Runners Tap House, every inch counts. Catch every big play on their massive 396-inch giant television. The ultimate game day experience is waiting for you at Front Runners Tap House inside the Community First Igloo.
Did you know that basketball and volleyball were invented at the YMCA? That's right, and even today, the Y continues to lead the way in youth sports programming, from toddlers just starting out to teens ready to compete. The Y offers skill development, recreational play, and competitive leagues, all in a fun, supportive environment. Get your child in the game to build character and skills at the Y. Registration is now open for youth volleyball and soccer at fcymca.org.
Attention skilled electricians. Are you undervalued at your current company? Time to step up to the bigger projects and better opportunities. Join the team at Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering not just a job, but an experience, top-notch pay, unbeatable benefits, and the best working environments in the business. Please join the team that values your skills and rewards your hard work. Elevate your career to new heights. Apply today at millercareers.com, an equal opportunity employer.
How do you know that your roof is ready for the next big storm? You don't. That's why you need to call me. I'm Ronnie, the owner of Brandon Roofing. We'll assess your roof and fix those issues before they become storm disasters. Visit BrandonRoofing.com today to schedule your free roofing quote.
License number CCC 1328006.
Are you trapped in a high-rate mortgage, watching your hard-earned money vanish every month? Stop right now. At Loan Pronto, they are delivering the lowest mortgage rates in 3 years. Hey, Prosser here. Loan Pronto's rate reduction home loan program is a streamlined, low-cost way to slash your house payments by hundreds of dollars a month. Lock in at a fixed rate as low as 4.99% APR and close in as little as 2 weeks. No appraisal needed in most cases. And here's the kicker. You can skip your next 2 house payments entirely. Don't wait. Rates this low won't last. Call Loan Pronto now for your free, no-obligation quote. Loan Pronto is amazing. So start now by calling 904-999-1508. That's 904-999-1508. Or visit loanpronto.com to lock in your new low rate and skip those next 2 payments. 999-1508 or loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781. Subject to lender approval, NMLS, consumeraccess.org.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Gonna find my baby, gonna hold her tight, gonna grab some afternoon delight.
My motto's always been, when it's right. Why wait until the middle of a cold, dark night? When everything's a little clearer in the light of day. And you know my mountain's always gonna be there anyway.
Take it, E.
Thinking of you's working up my
That's one of our worst ever. We usually sound somewhat on key with the Miss sang song, but we're bad today.
So exciting, sky rockets in flight. Afternoon delight. You guys have it, I think.
Never gets old.
I'd say I go to lunch with him, Will Ferrell, Marshawn Lynch, and I'd be good.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we haven't seen any good classic funny Will Ferrell in a while, but man, at his best, it was just one after the other. Who is today's comedy gold? Is there anybody? I mean,
Bargetts.
No, but he doesn't do movies. I'm talking about who's putting out a movie. Who is it?
Kevin Hart.
Is it? But when's the last one he did? He was there for a while.
Yeah, he was doing them over and over and over. It was him for a while.
I mean,
is there somebody new?
You know what has happened is I think this speaks to the SNL being too big for their britches. Used to be all your comedy movie actors came from SNL.
Mm-hmm.
And now SNL isn't producing chops big enough to carry these efforts, I guess. I don't know. But
who is that new big boy?
It was Kristen Wiig for a while. Remember the female from SNL? And,
I think it's still Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
He did a movie last year. So,
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if he's got any coming out, but
I mean, and there's probably a lot of them that are about. And by the way, now too, you get guys who maybe aren't known as comedic actors, but they all like Zac Efron is always in some sort of comedy, or Jonah Hill, all those types. There are all kinds of stuff, I reckon.
Will Ferrell said, I saw him say this recently, and Will Ferrell, his time is come and gone, but he was great. He said when they were in college, he
went to USC.
Yeah, he would dress up as a janitor and go in just to make his two friends laugh. He said he would go into a classroom and during the class with a bucket and a mop, walk in. And the professor's like, "What are you doing here?" He goes, "I'm in here to clean up the vomit." There's no vomit in here. Is this room 20? And his two boys be up,
they know,
just laughing out loud in the back, just giggling. Okay. And he roll out.
He is goofy.
Go to all that trouble just to make these guys laugh.
Just for two guys.
Yeah. And the best thing about Ferrell back in the day, he was so into it. Like he was into every one of those movies. He was putting everything into. I mean, if he's doing semi-pro, he's going to grow the afro. If he's doing, if he does one where he needs to have a beard to grow a beard, whatever. He did all kinds of different stuff and a lot of good movies in a row.
And
he's the main character or like a big side character who steals it when he does show up.
The thing with Pearl.
Yeah.
Just having a bad day, Pearl.
The landlord. The little 4-year-old shows up, wants her money.
Screaming,
cussing at him.
It's funny stuff.
The landlord, yeah. That's that funny or die. I'll tell you something that's along that line is I've already been down the wormhole and I've seen every single one of them. But if you like that witty kind of humor, Between Two Ferns with Galifianakis, you ever seen those?
Yeah. Those are good.
Yeah, he'll do like these little 3-4 minute interviews with these, and they know what's coming. So he just, satirizes them right to their face, and then they come back mean-spirited at him. It's funny. It's almost like a scripted roast, almost.
The ESPN has done a little snapshot on every single draft pick in the NFL, how they had their preseason. And on the Jags, obviously, they're going to talk a lot about Travis Hunter. They've raved about his physical conditioning, how mentally handling the load of learning a new offense and new defense, dealing with a minor upper body injury, kept him out of the second preseason game. Could start on both offense and defense in week 1 against Carolina. So that's something you wanted to see.
Yeah.
Caleb Ransaw hasn't been playing. So
MIA. That's probably one of the most disappointments of the rookie class.
Wyatt Milam, now he's hurt. Bashal Tutin's going to play. They love his speed. Plan to use Tutin in the running back rotation.
He exploded. He had the explosive run of the day yesterday, they said.
Jack Kaiser, look for the changeover with Chad Muma to happen. They like Kaiser. Jalen McLeod, he's been hurt. Rayon Lane, special teams. Monheim worked his way up to second team after Fortner's been bounced. And then LaQuinn Allen, who's had a good camp. But as Liam Cohen has said this week, you're not going to have four running backs up every game.
No, but you'll have 4 on the active roster. They just won't be. They'll be inactive. They'll be on the inactive list, but they carry 4 on the roster. Though.
Yeah.
They have at least, haven't they? For the most part, yeah. But it's a fair point. You're never going to have 4 of them on game day. One of those guys are going to be competing, or more likely, someone's going to be injured. By about week 3, one of those 4 will be injured every week.
That's a good point. Get us out of here.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnicht. Nimnicht Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnicht Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
Oh, it was the Bulls final last night.
35-15 Bulls.
Against Monarch. Where is Monarch?
They're down in Coconut Creek, Florida.
Okay.
The game was played down in Fort Lauderdale.
Okay.
So more their neighborhood than ours, obviously. But yeah, 35-15. And the 15, it was 35-9 until the final 10 seconds.
Where do you
scored on the last play of the game, basically.
Where do you've done Bulls football for a while now?
Yeah.
How many years?
This is year 7, I think, on the mic for it.
Where would you put the Burrows kid?
Holy cow.
Yeah.
The touchdown he scored yesterday.
I saw that. That's what I was
Oh, my goodness. That was nuts. The fun part about that play was the play right before it, he had run a route downfield, and he got grabbed on it, and there was no flag thrown. And, like, as soon as the play ended, he was looking at the ref like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Like, he grabbed me.
Yeah.
Like, and then the next play, it's like, I think he's mad. Like, I think that's what happened on the next play was Naeem was mad, but he's as good as anyone I've seen.
That's what I thought.
You know, in the time that I've been
He has
there.
not committed yet, has he? Or has he? Did I miss that?
He has. Clemson is where he's
Clemson
right
Is
now.
elite? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah,
Right
he's a
now.
heck of
Doesn't
Naeem
Bowles
Burrows.
also have like some number one in his class young guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
9th overall. I
Aston
think.
Gito, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's a sophomore.
Yeah.
Is he the one that had like, I couldn't believe his numbers as a freshman. I was seeing him somewhere, like a bunch of sacks and tackles for loss as a freshman.
He had
And
8 sacks and 21 tackles.
And he's
for loss
already
as
a grown
freshman.
man, isn't he? And he like 6'4", like 260
He's
or
bigger than
something?
anyone else on the
Yeah.
team. Like,
Wow.
it's crazy
Yeah.
watching him, and he moves so well. Like, he's going to be the next big one for him. And they still got Simeon Caldwell.
Yeah. They got
who's
a team
playing,
then, huh?
Right, who's playing for Bulls, but he's recruited to Ohio State
Yeah.
as a safety.
Yeah.
You know, like, that's where he's going. They got an offensive lineman that's going to Miami. Like, they got guys all over the place.
Yeah. Fun to watch them this year. All right. What do you got cooking today?
We will be talking about where we think the 3 biggest position battles are still going.
Okay.
As we go into the final preseason
Give me one of them.
game. Ooh, I mean, it obviously got kicked wide open on who's the 5th wide receiver for the team.
Fair enough.
And, you know, that's where the competitions are going to be going.
Yeah.
At the end of preseason, it's where is 51,
Right.
52, 53 on the roster? Well,
Right.
they said obviously 5th wide receiver still open. I'm curious if they're even going to keep a 6th.
Right.
At this point in their process, we just don't know how that's going to work.
Have a great show.
Thank you.
Back from the Bulls game last night and a long trip down to South Fly. Mike and Tony getting ready for Jaguars
Got a full
today.
high school schedule tonight, I think.
Yes.
Like regular season games.
Yeah.
So, yeah, get out and support your
We
local.
got the premiere of the all the high school Friday night coming up tonight and all that.
We've got Creekside and Mandarin played. I'm just thinking about my neck of the woods. And I think Nice and
Nice
maybe.
Nice
Pontevedra is a good one.
Clay Fleming Island.
Oh, you going to that one? You going to sneak over there for half a second?
I think I'm never going to show face. What's up?
I'll give you 13. I'll take Fleming.
Man, hey.
You want some of that action?
We can't. I mean, now we're gambling on high school.
What's wrong with that?
I mean, look, can you just
What's wrong with
limit
that?
your
It's not
degeneration?
Pop Warner.
Can't you just do NFL preseason tonight?
I might go over to Murph and JDL tomorrow. I might take a fistful of cash over there and start wagering on.
Do some NIL.
Yeah.
Start doing some recruiting.
Get his kid to make a tackle. I bet his kid makes a tackle on this play.
Degenerate.
Who wants some? Time to swerve.
Get in the corner. Whoa.
There's a magic in live radio that crackles with life and energy.
Let's go home!
Your home for live